valley of the shadow of death, but he will fear no evil. Because he walks with his God and the strength of the mighty 88 behind him. So please, government officials, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Stop it. Let's engage. We are political actors. Let's assure the people that we are ready to uphold the promises of the Constitution and democracy. This must stop.
Happy FM 98.9.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Young boys, because I'm saying young boys are maybe use to police ballot boxes after the election that evening. Eddie free from polling center to coalition center. None of them was more than 24 years, but they did the job excellently.
Okada for my boy this for power.
Oh yeah, we did a sacrifice, a yeoman's job during the election. We did it for two reasons. One, we promised MPP that if you listen to us, we will maintain you. We will ensure that you will win the 2024 election. And they refused. What I say, they refused. They were like, they can do it without us. So we wanted to prove to them that without us, we cannot.
Okay, and you did.
Yes.
And yes, someone with yellow number plate. They say blue.
Blue.
Okay. And
so 25 years, possess valid, must have commercial, must pass proficiency, must undergo training and must wear certified, must provide a helmet. Until physically
oral and person kinds of line
must pass a proficiency test, including oral, theory, and eye exams.
Okay. Proficiency test, including oral and theory. Awesome. Now, members not communicate regulations here.
Omwadwa rough.
Hey, sir.
Hey, omwadwa rough.
Age na
your problem. Age na your problem.
Nintimwe de no church room say na
penifo na omo adwen am say they were supposed to let us get this information even before last Monday. Said this is what is going to happen.
Happy FM.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe. EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
We will not be intimidated. We will not be intimidated. We will not be intimidated. Reverend is not a loner. He is never. He has not walked alone. Yes. He will never walk alone. Nobody will be intimidated. Nobody will be intimidated. Okay? The minority has a right to raise issues and exercise oversight. Let's go this way. And that oversight will be exercised. And if we elect anybody to speak on any matter, that person speaks on behalf of the caucus. Now, even if the person is a whistleblower, look at the Whistleblowers Act, Act 720. Even if the person is a whistleblower, you are barred by law from intimidating that person. What is all of this about? Over 20 gun-wielding NIB officials here because the minority has expressed a position on a matter and has asked for public. When the MV Benjamin matter took place, a whole public inquiry, Georgina Wood was in the chair, a whole public inquiry was held to try and understand it. What is it that the government is afraid of, for which reason when the man speaks, then you send about 20 NIB gun-wielding, I'm sure you saw them, gun-wielding AK-47 cocked all over the place, wearing masks and hoodies. Constitutionally, you cannot just pick up a member of parliament like that. And more so when the caucus, the entire minority caucus, is holding a press conference on a matter and I am elected to address it or he's elected to address it. And you send about 20 gun-wielding, AK-47 wielding NIB officers to his house.
Happy FM 98.9.
Charlie, stress.
Oh,
Senior, what be the issue?
Bro, another one caught happen again. I nearly get them this time. Charlie, the over 1.5 messed me up.
Oh, Charlie, sorry. But wait, you don't get refund for your loss?
Nah, bro, that thing's half day. You hear so before?
Yeah, soccer bets they do. Them they call them soccer chance.
Charlie, you sure?
Oh, but why I for lie you? Just make your stake on 10 plus games with odds of 1.30 or more. And when it's full, you will get your stake back times 3. Come see my bets.
Hey, Charlie, this be interesting, oh.
I know, right?
Soccer Chance rules are simple. Bet on any of your favorite soccer league games with odds of 1.30 and more. The total number of games should be 10 or more. Now here's the catch. Lose just one out of the many and you'll be rewarded 3 times your stake. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidi na meche Angel Cola. Me bread do. Obi fa Angel Cola drink. Na ne yonku eyi Angel Orange. Ana Angel Mango. Ose me san pedi obi eyi. Aka me de ho.
Sese obi ape Angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai daddy, me say me penny ni na bi.
Sister, wo de mama Angel Peach, Angel Strawberry, and na Angel Cocktail. Actually, no mabaje Angel Apple Lime.
What ye? Esanya from ade. Me say Angel Cola any Angel Orange pe na menya. Afei na nka. It's also from wifey. For us just no ebesi ha. Never Angel drinks ni nyina agum. Obi ankata na ni no wonyi. De won sabeso mo no no anom.
Ani, na samasa. En no ano no.
De bia sa na enya no. Angel Cola de asembabo. Angel drinks ya. I don't call soft drinks beverages limited. And why? Who to do after one? 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel drinks.
Taste like our day.
FDA ajeje de nkra to yatum.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Memoaha Mwakwaba Eba EpaHoaDaben Jumedie Eso 21 minutes gone past the hour 2 Midin and Bismark Brown Ubetimi Afremi BB and we nso bade Nyankopon adaroma Yeshia ewo radio so ebedi o man Ghana emu enkomo na one raging matter edapono so a ade achi ade ese nyina no asemu nani dane na take different angle the case of Reverend Intim Forge's allegation amidst government's position say wetwa entro na ewe yebeti asimuna yedi nkomo we expect say the idea Jumedia and security agencies nation say on fee never to us on there because we are told say by the intervention of the minority leader and NI before Anche a Reverend in Tim Fojo because has promised to them and they said 10 a.m. on one kasa ebe present a Reverend in Tim Fojo. Yabebo uremuna yani omabusa bum se enesa nkomo no akoso ana ede na ya kwensidi ama the national security apparatus in effecting arrest so mo babaye ewe ye cocoa board nso esane se enra na ye de tudwa se nearby Ivory Coast aye se omo cocoa price no betumu na sika no kese na ko akuafo no eho na ohwe the history of Ghana ene Cote d'Ivoire eba koko edwadie na empempi no se Ghana tumu a Cote d'Ivoire nso tum se Cote d'Ivoire tumu a Ghana tum the reason tie tires ane se womo empese smuggling ebe koso sane se Cote d'Ivoire de wo soro na Ghana de wo fomu a na the motivation for Ghanaian farmers se ombetwe famu de Cote d'Ivoire no manya better prices no ewo ho pa nti efuele smuggling Cocoa board ede krata abetu dwase omanfo and disregard news enenamo ewiemu se Cocoa board for enso eto producer price emu ewie there are two statements from Cocoa board ibedi ehon komo na yadwendwene ho yene Cocoa akuafo na bia nso so ebe kasa na yaje womo adwenkyere to the price increment in nearby Cote d'Ivoire and why Ghana no ejina babia ejina and what is informing Cocoa board for price strategy way kame ho yedi nkomo ne mo nkomo na wie ewo EpaHoaDaben dwumadie so
EpaHoaDaben.
We will not be intimidated. We will not be intimidated.
We will not be intimidated. Reverend is not a loner.
He is never.
He has not walked alone. Yes. He will never walk alone.
Nobody will be intimidated. Nobody will be intimidated. Okay? The minority has a right to raise issues and exercise oversight. Let's go this way. And that oversight will be exercised. And if we elect anybody to speak on any matter, that person speaks on behalf of the caucus. Now, even if the person is a whistleblower, look at the Whistleblowers Act, Act 720. Even if the person is a whistleblower, you are barred by law from intimidating that person. What is all of this about? Over 20 gun-wielding NIB officials here because the minority has expressed a position on a matter and has asked for public. When the MV Benjamin matter took place, a whole public inquiry, Georgina Wood was in the chair, a whole public inquiry was held to try and understand it. What is that the government is afraid of? For which reason, when the man speaks, then you send about 20 NIB gun wielding. I'm sure you saw them, gun wielding, AK-47 cocked all over the place, wearing masks and hoodies. Constitutionally, you cannot just pick up a member of parliament like that. And more so when the caucus, the entire minority caucus, is holding a press conference on a matter and I am elected to address it or he's elected to address it. And you send about 20 gun-wielding, AK-47 wielding NIB officers to his house. For what?
EpaHoaDaben.
Reverend cannot be made an example. Two, Reverend is not a loner. He has not walked alone. He will never walk alone. As a caucus, we have our various committee heads, and he is the leader of the Defense and Interior Committee of our caucus, and he speaks for the caucus, and he expresses the views of the caucus. So nobody should make any attempt to single him out and try to come here, intimidate him. He walks through this unfortunate valley of the shadow of death, but he will fear no evil. Because he walks with his God and the strength of the mighty 88 behind him. So please, government officials, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Stop it. Let's engage. We are political actors. Let's assure the people that we are ready to uphold the promises of the Constitution and democracy. This must stop.
This must stop, according to the minority leader. I don't know if you have a position on the conduct of the minority as reported in RA. Say, Omoko, Reverend Tim Fodjofi na Enunti state security actors entimi anye adwuma na ewo so omoye. We ye de sasemi topono so ne di nkomo sane say fiti enra the attempt to arrest Reverend Tim Fodjo according different reactions. For the MPP, it is obvious near someone Becca. But my interest is in one more Mondon party bia any asamu awomo kafa and regumedi a course or no ehon. And why the NIB could not successfully arrest Reverend Tim Fodjo. Sir OTC NDC amanyo kunimwa. I'm for a very disappointed pa. Sir Enra Adiana omo expect na key government communicators aka ho asem say Reverend Tim Fodwo yebeche no otwe mu tan yebeche no na nra NDC sympathizers ne supporters ne members aya krado twen so mbebose na anka sa yebeche ne beba so na amma so kofodwa pa. When you talk to ordinary supporters of NDC, they tell you some are very disappointed. Adenti and a Reverend Tim Fodwo yentimi anche no ebi kura busa se adan or a special Ghanaian ana ebi nso asemo busa ne se enti e pa kire se Ghana ha wo ye mrahye bedwani a na woto mra entimi no wundi ana because mrahye bedwafo e special ana eno eye asemba ko a eda NDC fo bebre ano a wo mu edi hu komo a for some of them it smacks of weakness on the part of Aban, and enye wo mo expectation is Aban be yesa e be weak sa. For some it is even worrying for them say adentina minority leader ka say munya no na me de ne beba no mo twema no after all that the minority through its leader have done to government way since omo appointment. So indeed it continues to be a partisan matter. Asem we nanka a partisan. It ought to have been dealt with a national approach. Anka insuranso ebeba no ebe satisfy obia. And so akodane the usual NPP and NDC. Akodane yen show power. Na ibi nso show resistance. And that is how we have reduced the matter to. Now, for you as a Ghanaian Atima Inimuno, I am also interested in what you make of the back and forth with Reverend Tim Fodwo Asemia and Untino Womo Entimi Ancheno. Professor Apiejei is of the view, say, indeed, Ankayate a bipartisan committee in Parliament. It's an allegation no. For Professor Apiejei, who is a lecturer at University of Ghana Law School. Now someone say anka ye treaty adiano from the onset. Say mrashebedwani na akoka asem. Enti yema parliamentary probe mumumkomua. Anka bia Niye koso up and down, back and forth, ye bechino, ye nyananchino, ye maonchino, you can't intimidate us. Anka hu hi anka maso. Kibi anka by now. Ka yate basun kubia, e wama shibijefia, wamo ehwesa asimwe emu. Do you remember the allegation of cash for seats? Sa allegation no, yete a parliamentary committee to investigate the matter. Quite apart from that, there have been a number of allegations. Afam Rashebejafo na ho, ebi nso fa Rashebejafie no committees ni bi ho. And the approach has been said, Parliament ebeye ehuhemu using its internal mechanisms. Professor Apiejei said ankasa kwan na wasanke fa so establishes say indeed Honorable MP ne twantro anase wen twantro, and not to use the security agencies ababe create controversy ewo oman. I don't know what you make of this. But why is the minority saying say they won't be intimidated? Is the government intimidating them? If the government says what can someone to abontene na bra fa wo evidence bra beboayen na no kuro mu no yenhwemu na se ye wonkofo bi o se atwemaso na free time a wo de asebe ne betu dwa no ebesi ne onye krado se information wo de bema security agencies na security agencies ne the warrant ba ofie se ye be fawo na ne ye expect wo no wabo amaya you say a intimidation. Do you agree? Say this really amounts to intimidation. And for wadwen chire breme, emra we share me live on Facebook away na yenim komwe yenwinwene sa ensemi enyina eho. Now on the same matter of Reverend Tim Fodjo yebechino yenchino no. Ne yebusa ne se enti ekwan be ne yebefa so a yebehunu nokure wo saasemu mu. Ekwan be mpa ne yebefa so ehunu nokure na ewo allegation we mu no. Is Reverend Tim Fodjo's decision not to cooperate with security agencies hinged on the fact that onjiwomu ni ana. Say onjiwomu mintina information kro one farmer ana, because he himself has called for a commission of inquiry into this matter. But obu say so no bisa hu say na why allegation. So far, unshed them prove allegation no information a eda bontene a obi animbie e na ukromu, but say inuboni ana sika pa efa airport wokoe no eho adansede no enya man beto dwa, and wona odi allegation ne ba ya wo mbe prove wie no wa wo so nam na o kire kwan a yemfa so enhwa asem ni mu the commission of inquiry ena obi amfrɛ me ena mumbra parliament na mumbe briefing committee no on enema SCC abedi atu edwa. Sounds like why allegation ena wona who dictated the pace and terms of finding out the veracity or otherwise of this allegation. Matumebo I have so many angles in na ana mabiebi mu dia to ho me sebra na yenwenwene asem no ho na yendi eho enkomo ene ewie. Greater Accra Regional Minister ebo apro awie fa do hyase anopa no, and yenyina enim se nsuo ne fiase ebubo nani a enche bia no yewura ye promu de Yesu amane hunu da akono yebehu se nsuo betoto. Now, ahead of that, His Excellency the President Ankasa Tonhugu Montini so the Nenu Kohe Omaino Kradwa Waye towards Sa Insutobrena Ebebano. Now, I am surprised. So His Excellency the President himself Etuninemu Komalam, flanked by Impenifua Wadi Akrasha Womunsa. Okohunu se company bi ede gravels aba begu a whole Ramsia site a eye otade a se epunsuo no broso a na asoroche ne bua na epuni a nsuo no a ebeba bontene no emma krom obade nhihye no baby apoda bia wa kreti mangrove any Ramsia site a in case of any overflow bia no saasase no obade a hyeda bone se ebetimi asosa nsuo ni mu na ankofa oyene ama. Such environment nso no yewo special life meka life a meka flora and fauna emoa ene nnua hodo a obade ebo a ewo saasa site ho ena me ne wo kasai developer bi de gravels akogu Ramsia site na o malam no chese we see was say no was sanish ebre kra ena President Mahama order ye say omo kanche company ni say o meyi gravels ni fi won mo at his own cost. Obeje di say na Greater Accra Regional Minister call back to the site gravels no da sugu. A whole president ama order say gravels no yes free at the cost of the company. 1 week down the line gravels no da sugu insutobre ba bebe yenim se nsuyiri ba sa gravels no ebe solve problem bi ama Ghana. And who even authorized the company to dump sa gravels no e was Ramsia site wo wana assembly na ɛwɔ hɔ no ɔma sɛdeɛ no madwuma ne sɛn and when nyinaa nso obi kɔkɔka president bɛsi na no MCs ɛwɔ sɛ ɛyi wɔ mu yɛnyi wɔ mu Greater Accra deɛ ɛkonkɔn hɔ yɛnyi wɔ mu ɛna me ne wo kasa akram sɛ vetting koraa ɛkɔ so dendenden a Greater Accra vetting no wɔn wieyɛ na sesi ano mampani ɛhɔ anim sɛ ne directive ne order no ɔmaayɛ no it will be implemented but there is no MCE to supervise adeɛ no to ensure sɛ mampani directive no yɛde ayɛ adwuma nso ba bɛtotɔ the political leadership at the local government level no are not in place yet we expect that we are fully prepared for the rains ɛwie yɛmmɔ nkɔmmɔ ne yɛni nkɔmmɔ na ɛnɛ sɛ amene wo kasa Greater Accra ha Metropolitan Municipal and District Chief Executives wɔn vetting ɛkɔ so ɛnɛ Weja Gbawe Lejokuku Krowo La Dadekotopon Tema West Lankwantanan Madina Accra Metropolitan Assembly ɛna Kole Klote wɔn shortlisted candidates ɛna party no veti wɔn as many wo kasa sisi ya kasa yi ɛno adeɛ na ma so ɛnɛ wɔn ɛtoa so question is ada na Greater Accra deɛ na kyɛ saa but we are also picking up information say saa MCs ne DCs appointments yi no within Greater Accra saban na we ni year ɛba be create problem kɛseɛ paa de ama party no because we are picking up information. Hey, I'm here by Chimio.
Is it picking
up intel na
as a Baba Chawada?
Picking up intel no.
But saying you solid you
your evidence no
solid evidence.
Your evidence no.
Yeah, and say evidence. There's evidence to that effect.
But why are MPs in Greater Accra when this move ahead of party no shishaya womo ewo because party no koso vetting crofo yet we are told to say Greater Accra MPC no aye womo preferred list of one person where MCs the DCs and almost the side list na kwa koma local government minister yes. Say yeah MPC no wonu ne meanwhile party no is still vetting in crofo wow
so Bibi Koyo, it's strange. Obekaya, Okwablikuma Central. Yeah, for example.
That's right.
In Yablukuma Central, there were a couple of other assemblies. Some people raised concerns.
Yes.
Some people even petitioned the president.
That's right.
As of the time, because vetting a course in some of these municipalities, district assemblies, and in metropolitan assemblies, it be no answer than to and the want to say after they were giving hearing. The members of parliament signed for Kuntuna say Asankwa could do Jumebia and share the development of the respective MMDCs. I don't understand why. Some say some members of parliament whilst the process is no we have not finalized the process.
Chairman General Johnson said and any team
vetting for Greater Accra region.
And the MPC so fetch
list. Akoma minister say minister out of the total number of nipa what short list so one and no more say you be back on no it's strange.
It's very strange.
If number one they it is then this is theory and you can either prove me wrong. All right. But you say number one, come here say members of parliament nimbino so the pebinum. Constituency no. Who potential. And there was you are not ready to relinquish power. Say me afiance na be to me the
my first time
MP thank you. The popularity within the constituency and I said the specified municipality no and also amongst one more to aba edema a specific and as a particular MP as we speak now and so that fear is there. Number 2 is say some members of parliament you know one microphobia they have been shortlisted because it is only you should not do anything that will jeopardize the process. Be a better process because you are not the final arbiter.
Exactly.
In any case,
you don't decide.
You don't decide. That is why the government, Emma, a party, say, look, do that. And so party committee, when to a month for no, when we decide say, you to nipa we are sefata. Thank you. You to bibi no. Bibi sefata say. E was say you did to me na day. Emma no. E bia the nim dear. Nisuye hunu. Ninchire mu bi ode ma I am told say at the vetting Johnson Esedum Ketia air chair no. For a place like Ablekuma Central, one candidate Metene Kofi Dodonu who is a former chairman of the Ablekuma Central constituency. I am told to say the way a branch no co performing or committee anymore. Ideas so shegu you busa say revenue generation strategy then we're moving away from your friend is saying the normal creating a more corporate approach to revenue generation and management of the assembly. And I say you committee to him say hey now abranche when now tirimu na wo detete hosado o say Ablekuma Central wono on the MCU kra we secure sponsorship from Nestle. One more educational infrastructure and the committee was sitting and saying the Tisan Crawford way now or party Muna. You did list the full be by and he's one of those people who petitioned against his dismissal. Yes, and he was the only one who got a hearing. Just look at this, such a brilliant guy whose ideas are ukra. You need free more the constituency level. Adaya mbreya nkwa competition adaya bibi de trim adaya yesi odi ekola kaba full of documents and ideas or the briefcase documents we aba constituency vetting na oyetumo hey I am beside the question bia fan ideas ho put kwanke busa say what is in this briefcase nanka only the proposals are enfanto ho yam beside mu bia yesi a disqualify no. And on top of it, the MPs in Greater Accra allegedly have put up their own list, their common minister, whilst the party top hierarchy are vetting candidates. It is a party we no more vetting the short list they call. Now any MP diombo bra. Abaka so ntimi ni name juma. Na eba constituency. And any district or any municipality. And you see, we are dealing with a party that has 4 years. And in 4 years, no swan, offer the same candidate and Kobe. No. Until you want to keep your base intact. Strong. A pathetic attitude to be ana the empese no family who share candidate am of number any sanya mano near 2 MPP no ebi no. The NDC itself has suffered from voter apathy pain. Okay, emra no mo ye wo expanded delegates list. MPC ni be ye gerrymandering, twitching for free other constituencies be shemu. It created big problem for them in 2016. And this is the list over Facebook. Greater Accra Regional MPs Caucus. One more choice of MPC for Greater Accra. One more their common minister ni. Enti MPC no one susu say near party ne no omo ye kwa wi a omo de ne omo peso be MC ni e no omo de omo list akwa minister say minister ye de ye wi o ya de wi ntwa no hwe position in party what is position in party assemblyman branch treasurer constituency executive member na say we are constituency executive your portfolio is named you can't be a constituency executive member just like that. You ought to occupy a particular office. Position by. Say, you're co-opted member, it should be indicated. It should be indicated. So you have Obi or constituency vice chairman. There is an assemblywoman,
You also have
former
constituency deputy secretary, branch chair, co-opted executive member. So what I say, or your co-opted member at the Beshonak, or also a executive member, because we are told to say in Quaphobia, Omo Ebe MPC Nibi, Omo MPC Nibi boys, no more girls, because girls are yes and in Pano. Say the Nipa or Nene Namuya Juma or Sumunos Ebuano. Sanko for no MPC ne de womo ko send your beya will be man the challenges are MPC no that in primaries. Yeah. In some of the constituencies, instead say anka ye be party for ni adwuma wo mo aye no. Ye ni obi obetimi ya adwuma ni yi sa. E dia ma party in the you are looking at your proximity to somebody who is in power as we speak now. Not your competence. Not your competence. Because President Mahama has to perform. And he needs men and women more ideas. More solve local governance issues need be. When assemblies now never successful. It is all MC this year Tibon Koso. Ya the nekoto because MP na a hand pick no only idea bia vision nankasa na mampanin kura no wonte ase ne de na kwakotena ho MC na mampanin adwuma ye we anim se be sone akofom na ankofo nya ho faso ni yentumi because you have a wrong person in the office. On them telephone number scratch account. And say minister frɛ wo mo na ni omu ni nkomo MP so mo hwani yo na omo de ntokwa besi party ni from ni omu ni nkomo. Party anymore. The point is, you don't necessarily mean somebody that is close to you. No. Yes. If you really want to execute the mandate and answer the promises of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who will be a Ben? Who will be a Otin Semnoasia? Who will be a Owosia? Who will be a Wodidese? Obetumi. That's right. Oh, sorry, keke. Enko ka say, oh, but who say Sefa NBB nam? Sefa kwa MP. Sefa NBB enamunenti. Sefa betumi aye. Meanwhile, you know very well. When you would think say, and yet, say bia Sefa was your who binti na odeneko. Name bear or bear woninti and odeneko. It's as what you you want power and ewo. I remember, quite fast way, 7. Look, so obi bell, that's what Nipano, emission, empty energy, maybe. And yes, a tintina, I was all because I only pay. Because I only plenty. And be a open Scabby or not open Scabby or the Quack. Then when it comes to Yeka policy, Yeka interventions, Yeka programs, Yeka projects, Yeka, and no man who do a far among war. I would did your pass and idea Nipano to me. You should not force the person into that particular at all. I don't see why a member of parliament. So what to me unilaterally without the see, I'm pretty sure said this particular list they probably might have not consulted any member. Some of the assembly woman, some of the people are MPC be nominated or their command minister no me check your background laughable. Check your background. Some are saying Crampo said they don't even know them at the constituency. MP ni minimum and I MP ni na babeshe and constituency for na Abraham party no put name such people nti the contribution to the party ne dey and the understanding of party innovation ye dey MP uruti den say chenchina cha yemfa sumasi no benten enye MC when the process is not yet exhausted. Maybe I will advise the members of parliament on your side we say they should allow the processes to go on. If the committee na omoye vetting no will say bibi ya de obetimi aboa party na ni suade hunu in the district and municipality and as a metropolitan assembly they should allow the person to go. They should not be influenced by the decision of the members of parliament. Because you see you are a legislator. Onipa na wo fa na dina kwakosi wo no is an agent of the government. That's right. At
the district, at the municipality, at the metropolitan area. Enti untimi nkonko kan kire me party a menim say nipa ye ne betimi adi djuma ne say wo nipa ne nti minya nipa no menim wo didi pass betimi adi djuma no na me mfa wo nipa no mfa ne nhyɛ committee for ni tie me awie ya committee don't be influenced by the decisions of the members of parliament. Do your job. When you don't just go and pick anybody at all. But do people really know what it means to be a municipal chief executive?
And only problem,
district chief executive is like a man from executive. And do you know?
I'm sure that is lost on people.
Are they aware?
I guess also they are now a deliberate strategy to just neutralize the local governance essence, because you see, over the years, political parties at the DC and MC positions, are rewarded in Crawford and more party more into Beha at the institutional level. CEOs name Crawford a power so monkoda parastatals anono. Aya hwe wo mobobre omugina brane pa okọ assembly wa ne akwa sesa be just people of straw
only left from the right.
Some have no administrative experience at all. When you send a administration, public administration, work office was sign busa questions. When I know sir this year mepe for VRE spillway you so now who DC relief items abro we say me fuel odingo di car mu akwacha nti enyema no gusugo amanfo ho kire won that we a DC or MC based on our personal interest, that is the kind of MC abekwakoyi, and the NDC must avoid that mistake. The NDC must avoid that mistake. Quality men and women now must so makogu parliament omo party no many quality men and women be now almost some assembly ho na aman or abine performance no enya krabebe, because you see adem de bia na kosoro kobo. The best are at the top. The best are the ministers and deputy ministers. The best are the MPs. The best are the CEOs. Now with the straw meanwhile a whole need the foundation of development. Mampeni ya kojo de maminje omuna koyo galamsi
na said ya ene de mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etie na ewie ya yesre no se mampani se impuntu ni nkoso beba ejina tumi a odebema MMDCs no so
pepe,
because onu beboa a translate the waka wosoro ho edi akofom
exactly
ema obi nkon kofa obi a wonim de won tinya okwa akoye na se emfa ne nkon ko se de biribi anase de bia bi.
That's right.
Ne be wi atire no na ye de sobo no e ba
pepe kwa Joseph Adankwa meda wase. Now people are reacting to this very matter. Na mamemfa amanfo messages ni bi entwemu na mintie ne ewo mo ekafa this very issue ehon. Na Suleiman Kwenu said okay, I say Bibi, any MP in Greater Accra who sabotages president's nominees will also not succeed as an MP. We are watching them closely. And no any Suleiman Kwenu there or the buyer. Seth Opoku Thumb said, Bibi, I think NPP and NDC are the cause of Ghana's problems. And no Ensone Seth Opoku there or they Abba. Nana Eduko Ede Nedie Abba Abe Tumube. Na Nana Eduko commented on Reverend Intim for your issue. No, or say, Bibi, good afternoon. Whistleblowers Act tells you that does a Whistleblower Act tells you to do a press conference before you give your evidence to the authorities. Well, that is the essence of whistleblowing. Whistleblowing is kansemono ukoto se boni bi ukoso a konikoyi asutire uhunu se boni bi ukoso a konikoyi asutire nti uyi asutire ni wi a na yehia better and further particulars na ya frɛ ne ebusawo. And indeed, under the Whistleblowers Act, say obi eba bontin be kan asɛm a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛbɔ saa nipa no ho ban ɛno ɛne the dictates and principle of the Whistleblowers Act. a whistleblower can decide to say on pese obi abeti ni din obi abehunu say ono no de asem na ba. Such whistleblowers, you don't disclose their identities. Information what they are bano and a wujina so e de eye wadwuma. There are other whistleblowers they prefer to trumpet information womu ekura. Na such information also so no I was say information are credible. Wo de be adwuma. Eno nti no obi anso sore akeke se we whistleblower we blow whistle per nti no ne waka na ye fanya adwuma. It also doesn't work like that. Every whistleblower information may be it's investigated. Now you establish say no kre ananye no kre ansana yetime to one among. But the other interesting thing about whistleblowing, they say under the Whistleblowers Act, the information must not necessarily be true.
Oh yes.
And say chinchina chia information na nipa ne de ba no.
Enye say eye kroje. Enye say was eye kroje but
the person can say and say we kura core evidence
and san wa kase mitimi blow
pepepe.
And na yen draw line
yen chirimu ye.
Asem betimi eye kroje or ho kwan so blow. Nemom ense se wono enya tin ho asese we de eye kroje asi intimitimi blow o nya kakra bi se ade ase se de ka suspicions na otumi e blow.
Yes,
so what you say enti ono otu ho no eye me se ase max me bibi eye bibi na
ebebo man
ebetimi a station omunya mic na omotu de kakra no mbomu saka even though you yenya yadwuno ofi se yensa ye de keka microphone no
ene se de ye
fi ye no ye bia bonta ye di microphone ho nkomo no nkofo nya mic do mbetu akọ.
Such a person otia otimi koyi general manager so tire.
Yes,
say general manager me need to form shadi be mask ni bibi the wo mo so mic ni mo di mic ni ho nkomo no omunya ya mic no omu bewia oni evidence si awia and I woni information susu say
bi
trodo but new suspicion no and we blue
ti wonya de beto ho
e wo se wo aya be ka kire wo no and na obefa akwaniasa hodo so ahwesa asem a waka ne no kre.
That's right.
Anase enye no kre
die bi a o se opre hwe na nkofo muni omunte entina investigative agencies letimi do obinte. Yes.
Yeah.
To confirm the information bi a omwenya.
But what the bar reverend team for your asemu yi mu a ebi so sue ne say the dynamics change a bit because obi to say reverend team for your no wonye just an ordinary Ghanaian sa keke ena eba na shebe fie kura no so wonye just a member of parliament keke. Baby a wote no e different. Baby wote no so oye privileged position. Omunya exclusive briefings from security agencies no. Onipa bia so a onim na dwuma wo ye. Onya information bia wo susu se efa na dwuma ho a ono so timi de koma no. Enti onye obi hunu keka. Se de me no wumienu ekohunu ade bia ye betimi asore ya ne aba ne abeblow because you need the competence and the capacity to fish more.
Easily.
No, different.
How create brain information.
Sir, into no, one team treating information will be as if you say an ordinary person or no saka information.
Yes.
Until there is a certain responsibility so a dano so a person or call another Whistleblowers Act to krana. He must also consider position ukura. Na no to in accordance with Nejumano ni position ukura and the Whistleblowers Act.
Ni dibre
no. So there is a certain level of responsibility even for the whistleblower. This man seems say so a whistleblower now what could be concern. Who said the whistleblowing concept in here along the concern? Okotio beka kukunya beka intino say obi hunu bi keka fine. But Emrashe Bedwani or your ranking member on a committee that takes briefings from national security near the Adiano, can he also be treated as any other whistleblower. Or no so any information to about begin abonten what can be sana.
And how do we treat whistleblowers?
Yes.
How saying MOB a whistleblower and manager is in treating as somebody are also on mine. Now, if Reverend Ntifojo Yoputuno was a whistleblower a category anymore, now share the course or no, what does it encourage? And then you what because whistleblowers act only what we want people to do. A blowing the whistle, no. Any intended purpose.
That's right.
Yeah, eboa.
Yes.
Ama yakunye maybe. Yeah. And you get as a young one.
Crime. All forms of crimes.
Yes.
Including corruption.
Yes. When you see or hear something,
say something.
Say something.
It's a whistleblower principle.
Principle. No.
A whistleblower principle.
And only the akoso all put together.
Yeah.
Obi a wati dontori. Na always will be ye bibi. Na the idea adena very very sensitive. Obe can say.
See what somebody say near the way you treat this as someone.
What kind of way treat?
Yes.
It didn't make of our besides.
And what the potential say about discouraging
Obi. And I say be encourage you Obi. And you able to me a judge. Bakubu. And now. Dunya bo minority for no voice in the especially from the minority leader. And come midbe cancer. Omoko fra yura Reverend Ntifojo to maybe. Yes. You see, but minority leader voice no na mention to mo mu different.
Reverend cannot be made an example. Two, Reverend is not a loner. He has not walked alone. He will never walk alone. As a caucus, we have our various committee heads, and he is the leader of the Defense and Interior Committee of our caucus, and he speaks for the caucus.
EpaHoaDaben. No, it's not into an American. Me try haka no more.
All this one no more.
Ya bibi.
All this one no more.
Oh, who's that? I feel no emu se papa no. Uma here. Must it take the honorable minority leader to come and tell us, say, he is not alone?
Because they know he has been alone.
Yes!
They will know.
I know yaka all along. Say, Papa, no, it appears on a day, Papa to call about 2-3 radio stations. On one day, na say caucus rule yeah.
Me, I'm not convinced. Say it is the position of the caucus. Me, I'm not convinced.
Is there another angle there, Ben?
And me are convinced.
Another angle, Ben.
The minority caucus's position. It is not.
Initially, that's what they said. Press conference, you know. He didn't do it in his own capacity.
So they claim.
And omu claim sa. And what you know? Be a akosu bia between Reverend Ntifojo at a point. And you toe to toe between ono and you are feeling squachifusu.
Maybe what I say between ono ne kwachifusu.
What you say? And we handle idea for more than 1 week. Actually, and then we say there's a party called MPP. And Honda Papa free.
He has been alone.
What you say? Now, Eba, then a preoccupé. I think he said, he's not alone. Why is he sending that signal? Why is he now sending that that signal. The honorable minority leader is stressing on it.
Yeah, it is because what we mean say, "Oh my jano, what to do?"
And a question is no. And you me say you be say we video so answer say MPP for a job papa no. Eti twa na ekoso no. Papa na te point na the voice cry from.
E ka ho binti no one kasa so suffer credibility crisis.
Exactly, because at the point you no can grant no abre.
Now we say a minority caucus position. Where are the rest? Where are the nobody is even supporting you?
Debbie.
Your caucus is not even on other platforms seeking to stop.
He's not alone.
He's
not alone. I feel he's not alone. But you're not realizing that on already Ghana sem typical of a Ghanaian matter.
Yeah.
You be coming na dia call about China. No 88 no.
Yeah.
70 87 na aka no. Mo so mo de ba. Na into for what wa. No asori anopa no akotre obi in solidarity. What we NC. Now I feel no mu hu say eyen na yeku.
Na sade nkoma ni ya.
Omu kunvino.
Say caucus. Even though it is belated, Adewe say Oma managing here, it has the potential to even discourage Omwa caucus members, from picking up matters and advocating. About how Omwa kasa.
Because Papa no ewo committee so. Ewo ye meeting. Na caucus na meeting no event or press conference. Conference o ye no. Onwa na defending no ho besinde. There's no one else. And Grofo Kasa Osofumoko, Osofwe Chantro, and Nomoniade. No one pointed at the committee. Animal members. No one is a Moka Hono. What Papa Mana Ashia Beduza at the point now who's asking me shorty. Oh, yeah, Bibi. What part of a pun for you? Who's on the shorty? What I say? No candle don't talk on Unquajin. And you listen to him. Na edu baby a why jitu nso kakra and say
frustration to me there
and say we put up for black say we are so black in the crowd no akwada and also for tisa unta hunu say we sa kasa gidigidi ni bi no utisi sa free no so a very very difficult,
and it is one of his difficulties.
Yes,
and no na so ka ho bi na Ibiana Ninsam Kayano and sounded political for a lot of people. Or so for in one breath. Or a politician in one breath.
I bring you
this expectation of him. To say that Saturday says monitor other platforms are now also against Samija Mfi, for instance. Utim say Samija Mfi did everything to provoke him. And that is why the caucus, the minority caucus, was supposed to have shown their face to support in seminar war. If near all can omujidi say no cry. Because you see, Adeba Kwa Ama and Kofo doubting Reverend Tim Fojo is also the minority caucus support. Because so what has any minority leader na no ordin or politics. Share a appointments committee in somewhere course. When you do a clerk to the committee on the floor of parliament, share the way take the fight.
Sekanum
Intino say a seminar revenue team for you the buy a yasamu caucus no ejidi pa no say no crepa.
I'm going to see watch
into the critique credibility issues.
Really fun sounds we now what's about the fun is say yeah say he is not alone. At a pointer Reverend Nankasa Hoading and the assembly Bible do baby afe omu say afe papa now no fashion say tilte more. What does one American? And they are organic credibility. I feel they won't put your benches a woman caucus so they know what position no. And you are not alone. You are what now? I'm Papa no. Sabre and some by 2-3 days no. By 4 days now. Some more share pan. You are not there to support him. You are not there.
You have to claim it is your position and not his personal position.
And no, you no. omunkokuno
David
omunkoye na hwe dia be ya ne se be mo atretra wa te se dia ye mu na the normal politician na yi na asem we de no court obenya lawyer defend no
easily
enti he is not alone no you are not alone na you no walk alone no aba at a time o who say afa aban enso nsam o mede ba ya ntokuro bi di dem enti afa nso nyanyina so begina mu akaza
eno ni o mu basis
yes
but me can and one plane and you plane for say the notion say the revenue team for the obeka no a minority caucus position no enye no kre
no to hold that no to hold that
it was never the position of the minority
papa na brave me
until kwatcho for sukasa ya muhu ga so mu na mamu so nya ku fi kakra mo de ba be ya na mo de ya
no again said the NIB for no call ho omu yesu omu kwachi no na omu ni sa parliamentary processes no omu amfa so no na say ene we de atoya yenkonko ye ne preko yeah mo harvest low hanging fruit in this matter ade amaye no reverend nebusuafo obi say na nti unko na da bia asem wei una ho koba. At the point I was asking myself, hey, international for bad day. It's in my bad day. I said, nah, Baba to her, Papa na bre who abedu sabrea. I say, a chimosi and chimo. No one can. Why did he at some point say, we me free what? The rest ever be him. Because at that point, we say he was only person I know a target. Matra hama papa no ni mini so nyina we at a point that kruba who weigh 6 kilos anywhere numre who weigh 4 mama na ni mo atwe me say we relevant for what be say no what do papa oso ya okoda ni ojuju no asem we
just to see here no me am ko fa kwa se mi kwa ba
we obi a otini nka kese gidigidi politics otini kasa dabi
even when he was deputy minister
he is a gentleman
I want in kasa kra
what is here na mama papa ni osori ni dia so awie avena ye mo be chante asna fo yi asna fo ni na ya asna fo ni
me show mo bo ni bio me kotoko ne has match na me show
ni ade na minority fo na ye no mama papa
utie minority leader kasa no correct me say ni wo ani wo wo de tie ebi ba bi o ka say because he is with his God to me say ni wo pa
Reverend cannot be made an example. Two, Reverend is not a loner. He has not walked alone. He will never walk alone. As a caucus, we have our various committee heads, and he is the leader of the Defense and Interior Committee of our caucus, and he speaks for the caucus, and he expresses the views of the caucus. So nobody should make any attempt to single him out and try to come here, intimidate him. He walks through this unfortunate valley of the shadow of death, but he will fear no evil. Because he walks with his God and the strength of the mighty 88 behind him. So please, government officials, enough is enough. Stop it. Let's engage. We are political actors. Let's assure the people that we are ready to uphold the promises of the Constitution and democracy. This must stop.
EpaHoaDaben sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Yemma wakwaba eba Eclipse Collateral Management. Ejuma kuo strunkwa yemma wanya wadwapade nkrata ho mfaso. Wonim se wadwapade nkrata ekuta wo no ebetumi asesa wo daache. Yesesa emfasode a adwapade wuranom etumi enya ewo no adwapade nkrata ho. Ene nyuma wuranom nso ebenya frɛ adwapade ahodo a yɛde sia bowa ɛde apesika ɛde abɔ wo nyuma ahodo. Enti se ope prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land document perfection services a mayamfa nyonko. Ewo Eclipse yewo prime depository platform bia ahobambo bomu a ya de fofora adwapade wuranom etumi de wo nkrata ekoto ho na wonya sika a esambia ni ho. Na yɛde sankrata yi ɛbɔ nyumaku ahodo a wo pɛ besia de afrisika kwabia ho. Yɛbɔ bosia ho no ho ba ɛbɔ manyuma wuranom nya sika de trewo nyuma mu. Yɛde bosia bo hwehwemu a emu do na yɛ mapa ɛna sie gyinaye. Enti wonim sɛ wo wonsa ahobambo bomu ɛntwentwa so hwehwɛ yɛn kyira kwan ɛwɔ Adentam barrier. Yɛbɛn Moses Ayaresabea no ɛwɔ West Africa SHS afasio no nkyɛn fra yɛn sɛsi a 0543 842466 wɔ Eclipse Collateral Management. For property owners we say think safety and decent income, and for businesses we say think funding before projects.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidi na meche Angel Cola. Me bread dodo. Obi fa Angel Cola drink. Na ni yonku eyi Angel Orange. Ana Angel Mango. Ose me san pedi obi eyi. Aka me dem.
Sese obi ape Angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai daddy, me say me penny ni na bi.
Sister, wo dear mama Angel Peach, Angel Strawberry, and na Angel Cocktail. Actually, no my badge Angel Apple Lime.
What ye? Esani afuma de. Me say Angel Cola, any Angel Orange pe na menya. Afei na nka. It sounds so from. Wifey, for us just no ebesi ha. Never Angel drinks ni nyina agum. Obi ankata na ni no woni. De won sabe so mo no anom.
Ani, asamasa. En no ano no.
De bia asani enya no. Angel Cola de asemba bo. Angel drinks ya. I don't call soft drinks beverages limited. And why? Who to do after one? 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel drinks
taste like our day.
FDA ajeje de nkrato yatum.
EpaHoaDaben ti Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Nti mi Timoto Subana we are frame na makama adwene we are frame
meeting ba so ne meeting
ai but answer na me do ministry wana je am ankasa fukasa frame o mo mpani frame ane
president ankasa
for frame ane
solo big man
no je am wrong
we a big man
o so kemi mi nye call mi share number me fa me fire or say hello solo how are you ana me say no jm na kasa no
whoa
na me say
you introduce no to you
no I say solo how are you na me edi kakra na me say your excellency please I'm fine us no sere kakra
okay
no see but there na ekoso what say yeah your problem na yeah what is going on what things am be on from am
yeah
na so your excellency sa emra na almost 25 years no ebeye di say every neko 1,000 years to come yeyemu bi be gina abonten aka say NDC nti choboi no be fear they will feel like we betrayed them
okay
enti ye ka say 25 years na dey adabraka no so enu kwa de enu to no frame me no say enu kwa na ye problem me as a spokesperson no misanya opportunity a me mo tell say ono e ma assurance say it will not be 25 years. But it is now 25 years because that is a technical procedure. When you are no 20 years or less than 25 years now, obi de obeko court. Nipa ni be dibim. Inti esa o munjai no sa because I know na mother constitution. When you ally o mo de ko. To mo de ko na ejitu we na okada no afede abaye legal. Na ye kuo no so abanye legal grounding. Ye ne akọ bet me de o mako parliament and that's a court. Say ye ninje who say I didn't 25 years ya present, but even before we will take any step no, they will still go back to parliament and ask for it to be reduced to 21 years.
Sana President Kachiro.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, this morning called me and told me this.
Or Kachiro will say 25 years na no problem and the how.
Yes.
Na mo de munyin tumu ansa.
Yes.
na echire no na mo ahwe se ne mo be ka no
mpacho
na o gidie se mo gitum 25 a ebesesa
o ma pani we die on timi ntwantro obetwantro anyame a obefrɛ me phone so atwantro chima. Aside that, yes, minister, some guys are not ministry. Yes, minister, he repeated this. One of him say, His Excellency aframe.
Okay.
No, say, yeah, how on the same. Ne kaya na me chren o okrampo de. His Excellency frame mantimi ankasa. Minister nenimnu. Oh, me kasai me ka chren say 18 years so na e de to aba. 18 years to 24 years. For na emra we be kwatia omo no. You don't have no idea of their number. Omudo so papa omususu ena kwato abamao to baya okay nyonya 20 years and 18 years to 24 years bido na wayeremu ena obeka chere yere say last year me here chobo mi call campaign ahodo mi kwato aba mi ka chere o say to abama John mama no ena John mama ba ne say me qualify say me adwuma me ntina fie na ye no be say ah ne say me no obedi da say ene ni aba no what you say about create disaffection. Okay.
EpaHoaDaben Sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
98.9 FM, check with your time. 27 minutes gone past the R3. Na EpaHoaDaben Jumedie. We're live on Facebook. Inti wusu bitimi aba na ode wadwenkyere abeka ho na yetimi edi oman mu enkomo no de na mamentinsi Facebook na menkenkan some of your messages ode abreme ene ewie na nana eduko say BB and Max, you make me laugh sir. Even the one who was saying in team was not alone also was thinking what will happen to him after in team. BB, please watch carefully about Tapenyo marking the time he was talking, the cocaine he couldn't talk about. I don't get your message. I see because he Tapenyo also is thinking about it. So okay, you mean say okay, Matthias, well, please watch carefully about Tapenyo marking the time he was talking the cocaine he couldn't talk about ECG matter. Because here Tapenyo also is thinking about what will happen to me. Okay. And so say on can cocaine no one sem and on ginjine mu den because ECG containers no wa or near beto no. That's what you mean. I think I get your message now. Okay, so anonymous message what they aba na Comensa Pillar 2 ese domkwa or if you domkwa benya constituency neighbor JDM or say JDM throughout to forcing advocated for 6,000 Ghana cedis price for cocoa in opposition. Now they have decided to maintain the old price. Ghanaian farmers, Yenara Yejejeje, or say special greetings to Hajia Safia Mohammed, incoming MPP National Women Organizer, hopeful. Okay. Wisdom Gavo. Okay, Wisdom, I'll come back to your message. Say, okay, let me just take it now. When you were here defending him, the minority knows he was lying. How would they defend him? We don't want anything. Let him bring his evidence and case closed. Kojo Smart said, Bibi, why are you guys holding brief for Intim Fojo? Have you seen the nature of his press conference, his baseless allegations? Faith Ahiaba said, you had an intelligence that there was cocaine and money in a plane. Instead of blowing the whistle early enough for the security agencies to arrest them, you allowed the plane to go before bringing out the issues. Are you responsible enough? So sad. Well, Faith, what he has not said is when he got his intel. One chere babia unya, one chere time unya information, so unya information answer na plane into, and answer unya information before plane ebe2. We don't know that for sure. Daniel Edu said, good evening, B. Brown, watching you live inside Doha in Qatar. I had them say still afternoon. And Danny, minim the Doha, send a tear or dear, but I had be about 5 for Okwana. You do good evening, Baba. Danny, thank you so much. All the way from Doha, Debiara da Uti, ever you show you live on Facebook, and you do well to participate as well. Ginger and Sam. Also, Bibi, it's strange how this man doesn't want to cooperate and come forward with his evidence, he should not follow Afenyo Makino. Bibi, it will not work. This is what I hear Mr. Siedun Ketia say. They can do all the vetting, but Mr. President has the final say. They booted out all the female MCs and DC aspirants. But when you check from the list in some of the regions, you can see that we had some female appointees in the list. The president will do the needful. The president will do the needful. It will not work. Until Faith is reacting to earlier conversation. I mean, my colleague Sifadankwa Enya Sisia said, "Yenya a list of proposed MMDCs for Greater Accra, Greater Accra members of Parliament of NDC. And now one more list of one more mususu person MCs womo MPSWASO and no media comma a local government minister. Now that list way is coming at the time where the party chairman and any team koso vete a Greater Accra nominees. Intina list na NDC MPs Greater Accra for their common minister no omo usurp the work of chairman general Sidin Ketiani in the committee na are they saying say omo preferred list no superior to what will come out of the vetting process and that's what Faith is reacting to. Or say Emfa Mampeni will do what he has to do. Ahiamaji Bright said NPP and NDC are playing games with the country, and the painful part is the youth are also not ready to take over the country. Oman Ghana, what do you mean by the youth taking over the country? You need to clarify that. I wonder the part of voter Afenyo comes from, because my people have this behavior. Or say 60 billion Ghana cedis. I don't see the connection to your people having this. What behavior? But you go on to say 60 billion Ghana cedis lost under the former Bank of Ghana. Today is container, today is drugs, and this government. Bibi, I wish I could go far away from this country, but it's like a mother. Even if she dies, you can't forget her. Mother Ghana is bleeding. Ahiamaji. Bright Enode Ebae. Suleiman Kwenu said, to be honest with you, tell Professor Appiaje that the MP didn't make the allegations in Parliament, but rather he made it in his own meet the press. So government did not have time for such empty allegations. Okay, so that's your thought there. Nane Duko is talking about the Whistleblowers Act and says that, Bibi, good afternoon. Whistleblowers Act, does it tell you that do a press conference before you give the authorities your information? That is the essence of whistleblowing. You blow the whistle, you leak the information, you release the information before any other thing, because upese crime will be a air koso and air babisi, upese usi ano equine. But when the crime has already been committed, nanya information now, do you spill it or you give it to the appropriate quarters to deal with it? Well, it's a matter of the management of our country to determine na ehwesene etie. Na mebra penny ba kwa metene nka che mehunu na che. Wonimu no, mesuminimu no. We aton safre no adwane in studio ha. Openi Adomako Befi, a former National Communications Director, Emma, the New Patriotic Party. He is a scholar and a man who has decided not to end education. Wasu obusua de na ku school abo didi ne saa. Me no ka se kura wasanso ba ku mu awo ya. Chese mi nim baby papa ne de certificate nyina yeko. Ya waduma ku Befi.
Mi ne bibi.
Me chia mo ha.
You do amanfo so ani aka ya.
Ya no. Yesi mu acho.
Papa. Da ni dia sem ni se enkwa ho ne de a chese de benia na ebrabo so bi du.
Kwase ba you looking good and so.
Nyame. You say ewiase. Yeah, people oversimplify the issue say so sika and media wo. Me book bia me try positive thinking.
Okay.
Minya daji ye research pa. Say one more scapa no. Do no akra ne da wo munda. Do na ne da wo munda. If you see the maybe pay the phone no inner peace.
Inner peace.
Hwɛ station sɛ mu nua panyin na ne deɛ edu ɛboaten.
No correct.
So 1,000 kroner na ɔbɛyɛ so bɛpɛ bi aka ho. An economist have said human wants are insatiable.
Yeah.
Open the adeɛ kyɛ asome pɛ bi. Adeɛ kyɛ asome pɛ bi. And inti so we were say you chase after satisfaction. You will never contentment. Inner satisfaction. That is the greatest joy.
Contentment. It's actually also different from satisfaction.
Yes, there are two sides of different coin. Say you want to be satisfied. There was say me nyewe and sana me ho asome ho so. Nemo mono contentment there e kete we say de menya bia no mani so. Eno ni abrabo mu secret.
Eno na odenam.
Eno nam denam.
Wow.
Na ya ba 8 years. Wa bra e bre ye position ben wa woni tua bi. Na board kra manya bi so ana.
Ya o.
O enye ya.
Sa.
Nya menim de o ye.
Anya wo ya.
E bi nya position o mawu.
No correct.
E bi nya position e di a sabe e bi kra eyewu akufo ade yi na di ansa. Me di ho.
Yeah.
Ena de nipa be po no nyame so de adwuma. At least man transia ni awreho. Me di sua de me di twere nkrata. Be mi sabre pamu no His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne breso oba.
Na dey na ba ya for you are a colossus in the MPP. I mean I can't MPP for when you ordinary for ni bi.
Aye.
Woni mo adwuma in terms of managing communication, defend the party, church the party in semu, being in the trenches and all of that. Now for 8 good years.
Enyehe.
Ya ntwe ya ni ahwe.
Enyehe. Eyo mampani ena na wo siga na dan. Enu hu se binu mi ade eche.
Anu hu se wo hia wo mu a.
O de bi enye so hia me mu a. Ne mo bia no bi ade eche me. Enti enyehe.
Oh, na se
mo nya akwan na mo ye ye no. So metimi buai ena ye ba ye ni mu a. Said the president Kufuor time bi anya bie no. Nanka we no so ba ya Ibrahim Kufuor adu ba ye bi nya bie no. Na ko mu so timi buai ya. Ba de kodu ba bie no na nipa wura fi ne ho.
Okay.
Ati ye me refri adia yare ba ko a ewo amanyofo na we de NDC fu de mu yiyi a asi so man ye de amom so monteka barely 4 months ago MPP minister ba ubo nso bi di nachi adaye we police ni we twa ne police eno na mo na manko ne enti wiase ye de tumi mawa onyansani ni se tumi no odi ba bua se enipa se trebe wie peye na so nyame ani se wo pa wo ni pa wo you will be sure was assume see them meeting so young crop for opposition your ministers be abodi diams we dear no ye nipa obi so body di person one of the opposition NDC for by I can quickly give you about 10 names one of the NDC opposition sir into your politician
say when
oh many fellows for su ka take ho
or the NDC be opposition
or no Joyce Bawa ka ho
or so the NDC
get here no City FM and when bibia pepe shami Muslim when you ka hu bi sami dem fi mo ka hu bi eni pattern o the market
omo the NDC be ko position
no ma shase kra do mo ko
kwan ben so no ma shase
ade ba
we need your communication
yes me need your communication person philosophy ko ache oye mi nia me send the test you didn't come any ade approach kra no de ba mu no no ena masemi ekudum pempe
that substantive matter
that the tiani say one more ankasa no there's a clear distinction between party communication and government communication so when you bedru o mine so a e wo mu se dru ba bia party communication no e complement government communication e wo mine adwuma ena wo ye enintino won kwant mi nya you get a team of communication e expect wo mu na be guide wo issues bi wo no mu a ehia sa ban no kwa na e ba issues bi on mo a dialogue issue bi on mo a monologue issue bi on mo a ebi a makoye program bi na aban no wa be kasa de akire issue bi okra so a you should allow silence to speak so when you become reactive I'm afraid and as our aban mu so a opposed how the kasa no is different from opposition
very well
unfortunately no we am person this unfortunately no we mo post no mo assume no e da ba we no eti se nipa ya wo bibi eda e wo no ano eda na wo hyase so eniema ya bibire mu ese no titru ni Ghana ha no enibire o ya fam tribal issue illiteracy so many factors into ba the way abes ena ni nyina achi no Ghana majesem kanye dini o aduma ko ba fidie o ni permit so am sorry Ghana obey bi kitu abi dia mano but the moment you free so wa be mu kasa be review ni ade Ghana for you can't do politics outside their mindset
very well
and these people their poster who they obu
na you communication ya so and but with regards to MPP amanyoko no let me say you to abani wi ya mo fi asese mo enemani bia esisi ye no the early days after the loss eba be to just say in the estimation of the communication team no the NPP na omuni pro media for bebre and the analysis was such that as the media was pro NDC and on a amboa NPP communication. That is what Dr. Baumia came out to say the communication team no or deduction kakra ma ye no no who you a very experienced communicator for the MPP. We just had anything say a pro NDC media and ama NPP message unsink now.
So busa me se me madwene a wa wadwene na wo family you about me amamua busa madwene se sen na isitie
well and only the premise of
the busa madwene se ni
there be said my question
is my boss intimi the baumia de wo de na now de me he's a good man yami shira no
when they are was analysis no
they say asem na okan
yeah
any de member kan no ebia ebedifa
okay
but the me nim say Emra na me national acting national director of communication.
That's right.
Before so mo atras ya ka say ya me momodin. Nti e kofa ya aboaben won de wa bombodin here de na ba no. Na eye mesere. Na according say Yesu Kristo ogiro o say Israel for no e be say ye no munim. Eno de me nia Samuel Wuku. I will commend him.
As a Noah e ka che wo say nsubi be.
Yes.
Na man for
Samuel Wuku community say o de saying or community say comfort
on your behalf.
Yes,
no come on.
And as I make a say, say I was their president at Legon.
Okay.
Aduma kono aside say communication, no, no. Was say developing He's a journalist, was so see the muda. Abe radio director da. Wako school. Inti aduma ko amuyi no. Eno dey Sami despite everything. He fought for me. I remember at the Jubilee House, Omo invited me. The president was there. The vice president, my boss, Baumia was there.
Okay.
Femo Pari was there. Mustafa Ami was the communication information minister.
Yeah.
Any Kodjo Pankruma, me and my brother, the deputy. Any some of the ministers, any. Me catch him say, "So what me uba na pursue to me echa." You draw your organogram. And you try to identify in public relations, their language or their parlance. They will say you are publics.
Your publics, yes.
You are publics or you are influencers or the opinion leaders. And on top of it, the media, academia, the civil society groups, all the opinion leaders. If you neglect them, you do so at your own.
Right.
Yes. Obini, you say, you live your own cover by. You live, nanka kwan ya mufa so no so mu fa the right here ebi anaka Ghana for betiase
the right thing
we fa the right approach
to communication
Ghana for betiase
okay
minia etuotua de mpanimfo say akomabo etise hwemuni
ni twen ya
obi anu opetuotua right from colonial times baby etokasi see here about route e Nigeria no any Sierra Leone no ni ade all tax no ni nyina no eyotuotua so wabemu na pese otimi ya hwe yera mama bai yebi bia ye ni se bai ya free SHS no o woni trim so obese sane ma mebre pese ebebo di say so ye kan so obese sane no we so ati education forum economy no onimu sabia no esuche no ntimi no we se mati economic forum e ba amanfo ne ye bibia no yi hu afiri ho so
sana wo hunu no
as a communication person.
Yeah, but
as a communication person,
as a communication person, that's how you've chosen.
He's avoiding the bed. No,
but he's also probably also soliciting ideas and maybe.
He's building consensus. The same thing economy. Almost full by number for PV or BBW. because he's saying,
yeah, but you back to
Yatia, maybe Yatia,
yeah, digress,
and the Professor Mills, yeah, by Professor Mills, and was say, FSHS said you call 4 years, no, or the saying SHS said you call 4 years, no, your body back up 3A. Or by was a consultation, and I'm going to a college of surgeon, less than 3A, less than, or the say 1 hour, Mama the quarter anymore then, obviously a year. Now,
in your consultation,
was it right? Was it right?
And to Saban with your consultation, they are saying,
was it right? I mean, I make catch out say, well, first our strategy, you know,
but you are faulting him.
Oh, Minya, Nyabotrasma make can say, say, if you had done the right thing, say, by your consulting media, your consult to civil society and academia, and a one more setting, you know, more media, no, more picky as agenda. And by all means, Mona Moye the gatekeepers. Mona Mono through agenda setting, through priming and framing. Mona Mobile Toma Footring. A Koba, you know, we meet the children about to say, when you be on Quadisi. And the Koba is saying, I tell you, we have a fair number of consultation. So I say,
Musinity.
Oh, Minia, young friend on 20, and never the one young kind of man who you are now could be. But the Busa was some say, I said, I mean, you.
Only Dr. Bami analysis say Muni pro MPP media.
I am trying to generalize it. What bra mean never said Dr. Bami may say MPP, say a NDC. I don't see the media say one more a NDC, I know me MPP. And I know true, I'll be true. And all the MPP near this is so. MPP are not try yet to a media no. Ye momko anase to anamu ya media no ebetiase. Ye na criminal libel
we free.
President Kufuada Roma, any year Kufuada Roma. Ye criminal libel you free one. Yeah. You say press center. What DIG ho. Ye na you see ye. DIG ye na Unimark. Some men no diploma. Ye na the charter ma mo degree. Yeah. So what you say? Only so etu ntenya. The Right to Information Act. Yeah, nearby you could for the tentem now yet to honor.
Your point is that Sanka media no be a mom party bianca and this MPP no say benefit for media.
Nature say based on the area dano. Say you're very deliberate, you're very intentional. And yet my relationship no echo anymore. And media no office being the corner. One money about to say at NDC. A media relation. Me no can say I'm doing my third master's MPhil in political communication. Media management, any media relation, you know. And you have some better here you. No ma kasa no ma so na beko. Outside that, you know, you quote the relationship. And your media management. And as social communication and now you public speak always speaking 55% and a non-verbal communication.
That's true.
7% and a verbal communication, and the rest no a vocal. For the entire communication, a management. Some your communication director, I don't necessarily need to say, me baba ye have the castle. You need to train people. So what you say, you scout. You find for no training woman. But unfortunately, both NDC and MPP, they take it say once you can talk, you can communicate. Why says NDC and MPP lawyer? They go in here to form lawyers. Yeah, per economists and now finance here near form. They do communication. They feel so be a bit macro. Fellow Scratchy, the first you go through here, and so the America President Takas Matro now by respond here. You think from that point, you know, Adiano it moved from issue to crisis.
You think so?
From now on, issue near crisis, I will face you know. Also, combat near crisis communication. Now come with team Ekasa, and they are still talking inconsistencies.
You feel say the MPP and managing media relations here.
I don't want to sit here. As we be a journalist, no, idea bet you know, but I am a debaha. Any day, Abaso, who would run able. Now, the Makuba Fiasa Kofa agenda. Now, a no air Chaman for Agility free the air can so. And it's a Abasopa. I cheer the year, where the eye has to 2 and a penny. I am not here for the media to pick it to set another agenda. I did bet newspaper headline social media no. Na Dumako be say MPP I say na eco issue in every okay. At the appropriate time you deal with that issue and not a generic approach. You both NDC and MPP, they don't manage the media.
You made a striking point. Hitting me pass the way a party communicating is different from the way a buying communicating. Now, Mamimbusa way before, and this will be my last question about the MPP communication strategy. Emra Echemuno na FATSC and issues anymore. You had the communications director handling party communications. Then you had the campaign communications director and the person of Miracles Abuaje. Ibise sa structure no amwamu bebre because there wasn't synergy between party communicators and the campaign communication.
Yanka emwetri. And then I fear when you di. Yanka emwetri.
Na say the MPP
and the so crown so
MPP na nkasa mo e kwa no mo amomo ye mu fie
eno so yankomo ade obani ntra fie masedua mfontin yese makekwe mi ankasa me no kasa me twe krata about 360 page document me dia kwoto o mani yes observations
petition
why we lost okay how we can come back
okay
but the hear me pa sustainability in governance
okay
both NDC and MPP and you is say back and you difficult now omba wi and you ma be na ba yi bet ma transfer check you are breaking the 8 a very comprehensive material
shared with him
say no measure that bania town near the nkomo and nti ho enti ahwene atim panim a ebinyira empani party committee no de nya yebo hu ni ade nyina no yerebegu wo manim so omo ebawie no omo say ya fe de report omo wie bibia findings no yenka wasma me ba me fansiu na mom ye de atom panim fo anim de mem preme ho emeka na kire no sabe yeso ano so ni bi dwa so
Happy FM.
Abua sunu mu gina hono mu a mi ankasa ni kotoje mi nuri makokasa tra nefu dabi bibia woni bre ya other people
Befi former director Emma NPP Amanyoku in terms of communications me guest anyway meneno AD enkomo na and then you are ready because ebeni de obeti bi obeti beni bi na yinyina so de sua de but me tie we ma me na me musa wasemba ko
Reverend cannot be made an example. Two, Reverend is not a loner. He has not walked alone. He will never walk alone. As a caucus, we have our various committee heads, and he is the leader of the Defense and Interior Committee of our caucus, and he speaks for the caucus, and he expresses the views of the caucus. So nobody should make any attempt to single him out and try to come here, intimidate him. He walks through this unfortunate valley of the shadow of death, but he will fear no evil. Because he walks with his God and the strength of the mighty 88 behind him. So please, government officials, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Stop it. Let's engage. We are political actors. Let's assure the people that we are ready to uphold the promises of the Constitution and democracy.
Voice of the Minority Leader, the Honorable Afenyo Markins. Na sa kasaya uti okan wo Reverend Team for you fienra. Emra womo ekobo na chidom se omunya ntie se state security actors abase omo eba beche no. Na nensa mu ne se Reverend Team for you enya onye ankonam odabusuemu na omo tai na chi pampen. Obie ni hono mu a betina ho no mama wo ba intimidate revenue team for job ya do makoba fi wo menchen ha no ma menini di nkomo efa sansemi opani ma membu so where has the minority leader been all this while was asemi ho ene waba bontene na he is not alone, he will never be alone, he has not been alone.
Minority leader no Yura Afenyo Markins. He is one of the greatest leaders. He is one of the greatest leaders. Mibiano. One more mere ranking members no. Onu omunya nkitahudie. Ene ensawoswo. Onu omunya nkitahudie ene ensawoswo. Okay. Eni ntino enye se odi ba kofu echi.
Okay.
Enam ye from body musima sentino aba we your buy no. One more by no mama sino kai and say vote for me again and I'll rectify my mistakes. I feel crowd here and your money yet. Into what your economy no or your finance. What your baby so tia say into nya de say and I didn't know ko say obi abandon.
But
I don't see the rank
and yes sanity.
And yes sanity. And tisa now grab say no one say time bang and the year Afenyo and what Daniel Mikkel to do if you he tells you the sort of leader he is. Because Afenyo I didn't want Debbie. Because you see Afenyo leadership no of all the he's a striker Yanko substantive he's a striker, he's a defender, he's a midfielder or utility player, he's a goalkeeper. The impression should not be created. Say, he was abandoned. But rather was created. Rather no, the minority impression crowd. The minority leader. Stress on that person. Me crowd me who about to say is here because say the way about to say the way you people abuko. Say me obi who about to say is here because you say the major SD. Every media you be me ko Hindu. It must be say impression to you the substantive issue.
We'll come to the substantive issue. But it is key, very key to the way this issue has been handled and managed. Because already a buying cider, a buying is speaking on revenue team for you as an individual. The minority creates the impression say a collective position or known or communicated that is it. Yet the minority leader goes to his house, and goes to make the point to say he is not alone, he has not been alone, and he will never be alone.
So if you have not said that,
if all this while, yes, Anka Ghana for whom say a minority no asemwa, Anka would have seen and heard other members of the minority of this matter.
Say and a one cover and one thing, Kadio can be a better soon. So near annoying, a friend annoyed me, that's it. A first and a seminary Abba. A year, and a one qua. But the fact you cross with me do one time, it tells you so we leader when you be an incredible nanam. And the Juman so every blessed day. I can tell you, say, Juma and that Afenyo no. Yaman pay mumfamano.
That's all what deputies or what
deputies. And I make a choice. And no parliament is on recess. The parliament on recess. Many are assembly by a son of parliament assembly. So many are created Juma with a committee on defense and interior. So yes, say every other can say they are on recess. As if so Juma. Yeah, but that's parliament. And yes, secondary school, we are more meetable. The moment Abenya saw Jumanum saw the Yeno, the Budi holiday, the only parliament crana, a big crana, a beer, no beer core parliamentary duty outside the country, and now constituency. The most important point in say he has stressed that he has not been abandoned. The most important point in say what didn't say we work on you was say we acted on our behalf. Obi asu nim sa asem no. Enti afa no ntwero. Na yamra the issue na kasa no. Many are penny do ya o me. The fuka crack out that. You never you handle. Onya brother. Abradi. Jimmy ya kwase de odike. No, we na. Encha betenka. You saw masekete rest. One year became Pabuansha, and then I will be crew. Yeah, and then Tim Body should be only crew.
And I'm not power when he travel in town.
And I remember our power. War contract, I did my war, nearby power. No, we now contract me, and Yabaku. Oh, sir. Hey, your contract. I mean, you're the deeper, sir. Hey, express. When you cry, why this way to have a training? Oh, sir. Messi, what me your contract no atoma to me. And then maybe son, why you here when I for the better and you walk with me your contract no atoma one dress is so good. You know, friend. Yeah. Also, Timina contract to Toma to me. I want to have space. Remember. Oh, my baby, contract to me. Yes.
Now, we know the man should be so Ukuteska, no revival room, no more. Now, much and for so what's wrong with that?
Now, this kind of contract. And then I do.
Airport, a Chinese foreign contract, sublet of the contract from the other company.
Exactly.
I mean,
general sublet and I said,
no. We joined for we joined capital formation to execute the project. But
it will be a sort of when you have no yasor. Now, a year contract being yes, if I day. No contract. Now, me will be one. That's a road contractor.
When I catch
construction company running saying the Ventures Limited. Oh, okay. Okay. And you are sorry. Remember, me know we are sorry. Can't see my name.
MPP and this former China for be take you over. The substandard shoes. I will go call Kanshia and Mrama Kwan so more open retail outlets.
Okay. I said the Horseman shoes, they are locally manufactured companies with Bromo shoes.
But custom made shoes and
okay.
Mass production.
Okay.
And custom made in there. Produced to order. Who are the people who order say me precise 9 me why yama woman or qua by the end near mass production.
To me sizes in
we say market no anywhere.
One man near be say magro so dem kwatra wachi.
Oh betters now the better we go chi papa.
E dey for mati. Ya no go be fie to so na enti e be kwade emu ekes emu edu. Edu. Ebeko ya na baka. Ebe de na ko. Hwe ni yo na miniscam be yo yi. Say be da so is senior okosis match. Ya do ko evintem kwa sem so nti but I mean say the minority leader stressing on the point. I don't know hear me bien. Let's go to the substantive issue. You have exhausted that. We haven't. No, we have exhausted that. I don't know what is this how relevant is it? Young cost substantive issue no so asema nkasa da hono twene no hono na obo nchen asema ya yake you know I know say bia I know as a seasoned journalist I know where you are going and I know where ebia at the end of it no obekọ na me but ade na wo koye no de ye me enu nyina adwuma ya ya che enti etuton ma wo say ebia anka minority the Ghana for and the kabinse mu a ekoso ye be back Sankebia minority show on force of support behind him from day one. And Kebi and Kendum Pempen. So from day one, they've not abandoned him. From day one. Where's the proof? From day one. That proof that day one, they've not abandoned him. To be a press conference. Any papa could not one son. Number 3. Any papa could be a press conference. Or you a press conference, you know. And you are not quite here. Or you know. Responsible by you know. Ya me fraud makubefi any young cover ranking members no mususu only bio or no any busa no it's what is wrong with that and no crowd and chanya edu ba bia na mo binum so kase o other station e bia na nya ya enti anu no de you say Pacho kasa na yes Pacho that equation no there it doesn't come in okay enti on fear no crema we see
they will not be intimidated. Ususu said this amounts to intimidation.
They are costly. Receiving more than intimidation. One grandpa out to our Makwanya make us say, you'll be a woman outside the better. And then within a space of 3 months, and the journalists more than 10, including Wawunia FIFA, including Wawunia Gonia Salbiaco, and many others. Here, Obi to say, Miaminia Erastus. And then one can fa a year galam say were MPP. And so then one is afraid of his life. Now quarter of silence and maybe a buyer gay kufonum, a kufuadenum, a year Professor Dubois story. And I said, you know, and then the intimidation about this. And intimidation, especially the process. As some no buy, in the first place, Crano, Meno. As a trained communicator and journalist, no, and the can do on TNT, and you know, Mamima background, no, and this I yet to me, open TV, and the assembly in an say, yet to a mayimu. I was assuming and some 10 years yet to a bad man in this, you know. One more buy ya, and I watch you will be kind of pay, and a yes, apima. Yes, I like to be better than the entire, you know, and I see call, and a good, and a moon and send me baby. Achechidies open media do I frame. Ye na mobile bontin na communication ye proactive say ye investigation na e bia wo kra wo na ho. Enye sa semi ba ya enka wan te so om kra nkomo ye e ho na o se de question mi ko. Ani na anu ani na nsa na asem no de mo na de betu. Na this the bad we no buy no betu ja. Some of them ye di containers. Ani na anu ani na nsa gold ne sika no mko hu containers ni. Obi di tuja na national security ko no wo de media na nkasa na. Na chire no dia na si bi mo de media no ko. Wo di mo di wa chire no ko si sai. We buy ne no ba. Na ko si sai. Obi di na chire ko ho asem wi. No onti ho asem bi. Endin kere obukata. NBC communicate you say former parliamentary candidate or second be honestly akwachi the Cape Coast Council Yencheno or say he has not been arrested by he has not been arrested but one perspective the boy here can one day and the impound sa ayino and no sumun ka ho asem and na the tosom yensa ne say ye na ya yetimu ne yesu obi kwan all people besia besa menu na nsa na nanenum eni panso ye adwuma ye nia no so adwuma wo ye no ranking member of interior that's right it all those people no na sabi matimatra ha mo ame antihwe ndc mfunso mo ya ye ni say asif say dia mom to mo fa ye ho ebi ni me ma me yare okoyare ye me yare ye be ye election nya me nko a enti say ye ma me oba ba se wetma ye professor what be your vice president or your what is wrong with this year? That's what my fancy. Oh, they are no fancy. Oh, fast. Speculations are good. And then no air hunting woman. And issues them of you so they didn't want to get it. It is same when quite a became I'm sorry, quite didn't say. And I'm grappling, yes, I'm saying. Of you so didn't I mean, to the yes, I was saying, and the same one I was saying, can I say, I'm so cry, may your crown. I have a baby, so me aware. It's been trusted. I did yaba. And then there wasn't any briefing. And you intercept information, no pay. While now we will press conference. Oh, my penny mama. I did see no buy, I said, son, that here, security agencies, no more come, Naman Yajuma. Chenio, fantastic. Yeah. Say a copy more. And a one more, your former Pataquadia, Bob, or Moja, some Nabu, Mobono. One more, Kwama, the Penina Cano. And on the right processor, a Bianca could do say. I did see ya, fellow Squatcha, who no Penina appointed one. No, Abba. Oba Casaya, just one rubbish, I didn't in here. And no President Mama, and yet the SN and Nicky Boneo, and was so Boniswa, no so going to by now. Well, first person, yet here may Sana said to a casa, or Tina Casa, and now Libya Casa Chame, Adiachi has one and not getting to. Or Becca Science as well. O Korea, yes, a video in Konya, causes a tape made now, and the way say near that. Young Quadao. But maybe I wouldn't need our to Kenya, Minia. In communications over Bemwa, Yamubrasio. I didn't ya.
ade ne bet my ntwato so se de obesi du akombrase akasa se ne oni media ne besi akasa abrantie be so mo City FM atenia odi you know media me go bi da reverend owie ya anso ade achi ya miami ni Roxin Dapia Mapo o no anso so dia gum ade achi ya Mutala ono de so obi amisa atenia no ade achi wo obi a onso dia gum entokwa no obere muso a yese ne yesa meja mfiru ni apani ntokwa na abene so wo so ti kosim akwado wo no to magana ma nyina ma promise say 51 million ya babie bank 51 million na odi ketu anya na kura mpo na ye bibia ono ne bottom 51 million obla wu bie bank ya 400 million the seed money na ye maswa bukraskasa na de ko wono
okay women's bank na
professor yes onu ankasa ni nia sedinam owo maslo
the women's bank na fawo
ya botre meba digression say be ye betuna ase kantamantu jashe mama no 2012 for the 70 million e be come kantamantu nkoa e na obey kodi sika ye pa ya sentence na wodani na ye dey the whole Ghana and no one 51 million. Yeah, never would we come as a medium fin 4.1 billion. You get so Cassidy.
I said a budgetary allocation.
But Obra, money Kumasi Swami runabout. Any flowers a young man your campaign. 1 year, Sika, Modicoma Road Ministry, no, a new 1 billion. A Greek must walk on the DNA.
Point in this when my economy negligence.
Sikani one more. And na World Bank di betuja. And na IMF di betuja. And na Stasika 7 betuja say. Enya no kra na economy not grow as at the time I through. Grow by 5 or saying 5.7. Adia chi ya isi papa na di. But you could do anything.
It is the same. More revenue team for your call.
Yeah, make on this one. A brain what I'm sorry. That the market yet here for credit. A brain yeah. Now you are the idea.
And I see a big community.
What you tell me 19 what's a brain one to my main fancy? Something say. What my work gonna so in summer mokeka. Na dia chi ya for the baby kodu oni say em kwasidi atwamu 1979
ene den
em kwasidi atwamu ene say yetu omayi mu justice what say Japan Vida Clinton the justice akode no mega samakwa no yesise kaka akokum wo mo eye PNDC ya na wu NBC no so mo dwini a enkade onkom keje bio mini cocaine issue since 1995 so new story na min kan tell 1995 yet one diplomat me a friend of say Francis Annan Francis Bennett yet Bennett yes and the NBC
is it Frank Bennett or Frank
Bennett
Frank Bennett
question plant ko di one dance in London as one no front to cocaine di NBC ba ya no ya nitu papa no 5 years ni montagne misia no me man iska wa wukrampo Odia ni former vice chancellor of Ghana. Then 1999, Professor Patrick Addy, the then deputy youth and sports minister to E.T. Mensah, he admitted when the West Dras Day.
Oh, can't see saying.
Me can't see say. Yesune banya ewu I think MPP
score cocaine.
Nyabote. Oh, Nyabote. Yeah, because
when you want more cocaine. What you are looking at.
Nyabote na man na obeje obetie bibi anu aboto.
Yes, I dey say upia semina out to the partisan.
Me pia mfanto amuso na sense of asemu na yeka
because you say ye the cocaine. The cocaine score sheeter. Member opinion this nyina mo chefa.
Oh, dabi ye ni chefa.
Mo chefa.
Ye ni chefa Nyabote.
And I say
chefa ye ni no Nyabote.
To the extent na mo MP kwa akoche mama.
Oh, Nyabote ye ni chefa. Nyabote bobi ni mobi che Nyabote. 1999.
They are not interested in the balance sheet.
I'm sorry.
They be said
because you don't expect a member of member history. Oh, the
topic is not about party bearing.
There is no need. There is no need. You listen to me. And the MPP let me educate you on that. 1999.
Professor Patrick Addy and his deputy minister for youth and sports, he admitted that Ghana had become drastic point. Almost 2 years. And Sana MPP Ghana was this. No, it was an MPP Ghana. As a journalist, no, I can't listen. So my name as a journalist, I do go and Google. As at the time MPP every 2008, what they declared and said Ghana has become less attractive for cocaine business. That's why I say that's why I say cocaine. MB Benjamin. That's why I say cocaine report cancer. Which report said that Ghana has UN report. And let me say just Google. Say Ghana Ghana and Google. I'll do it for you. Also, so yeah, be responsible journalist. I don't expect you. I have done it severally in other countries. No. Who digresses? No, I'm not digressing. You are giving me if you really need history of first I am well informed. And I also distorted facts. Am I ignorant? Media maker. No, I will not say that. We are ignorant. So when you say you are well informed, yes, you are connoting some. Subject to interpretation. But the point I'm saying is that as someone may make you didn't wait. What challenge is saying? You come on as a journalist. What challenge is saying? History to 1995 and all of that. Development story. That's why you background. I will never say. You are speaking for them. But the whole James Bakata want to say. That is what you want to say. That is the portrayal of. That is what you want to say. That is the portrayal of. I am controlling my show. I'm discussing. When they are selling a coffee, I'm working for Mama, no say I'm working for somebody. What is it? To tell me say I'm working for somebody. Oh, did I say that? But what is it's a figment of your imagination. But you just said it. Probably you are working for one person that can say for them. And I'm saying I'm person who can. I am too decent. I'm also a journalist, so I'll never go that time. You have done it. I've done what? And you'll be also a figment of your imagination. Now. Yeah, we a simple question. What is the simple question? Simple question. Questions be not tangentials near the adeno. I will have been a victim of certain things. But do you know some Mrs. Joanna Mino? You see watch it. Okay, so as I conclude, and I make us say, and people should buy, and Benjamin should buy, and I'll be cocaine, and this by Conconte, and see what more game. It's women are more. Oh, don't conclude. But what is said Ghana has said, President Kufuor, a time, or by the cocaine Kofa VVIP, a tapping at that John Dramani Mama, and I know so one to buy. Now, in this report, let me get the actual before the actual was in between 2009, 2014. You and the Betuho, as a Ghana, cocaine way. At least Kufuor every 8 years. No, Ghana wasn't that way. And the same should be a banana car. My young cousin is here. Again, the arrest of the saying, Reverend Tim Ford. Yeah. Minia, more process no. Process no, so be a member of parliament. A year standing order no. You make it known to the speaker. And I just had it here. Sir. Now, did they do that? You knew so much for my speaker. You are a journalist I trust. And Kwate. Or man, baby, I don't know. Many a baby. I dear betting what then, Yanni. No, for the Susua. ɛno deɛ anwerɛ
dabi
ɛnɛ yɛde obi wɔkyerɛ de bɛne me so ɔte aseɛ hwɛ nkurasede a
ɛno so nti no yɛmbusa sɛ obiara nto nsɛm ngu saa anaa
asɛm bɛ na obi to gum si yɛsi yɛdi mafa a ɛnka kyekyedeɛ so ne fa akane
ɛbɛn so sɛ ɛbɛtumi ahu no kura
nyabotrɛ asɛm bɛn na okubeto wankan fa ofoliata ho asɛm bɛn na nipa korɔ no ano wankan fa ɛyɛ boakye agya akɔ ho asɛm bɛn wankan fa ɔde sɛ ayɔkɔ bɛtwa ho ɔmo wie a ɔmo sɛ bipartisan enti so obi no obi kyerɛ ade enti no esu aba ɔno kɔ do say member of parliament na ɛnkɔ bipartisan na yɛnkɔ fa this approach and no ɔmo kɔ if you listen to them when they ask them say mo search warrant ya ɔmo say ya ne search warrant asɛm na da hɔ no no titiri no the media no it should be a source of worry because wɔkyerɛ obi nim ebi ani ade beto enti eba yɛ na mo fa the right processor media ka asɛm bi baba
who propose a bipartisan approach to assembly.
One of the ways.
Okay.
And that's why we know
what the president said should happen. What the collaboration between
now president if he means well, obi o mampani we bi wa no aka na bi achi ya asukwa no no ye wakwada no arabish wasem no.
Na so can say he's not cooperating with the security agencies.
Why the kai?
Ono kwache.
When did he say that? What is that?
Was he Reverend Team for you is not cooperating with the
security agencies. So kwache so bi agebonsam bi. And there be evidence that one so about things say obi anfre
who are right not to believe him.
Many
are right so
nyabote media na me kra obi a de obi ani ni video but the point no kra ye die say as journalists am no me rutu no ya de nkrata ye na fa so fosu kwatiri document bi say you are right to speaker will have arrested
and I am sure no
ankasa entu do no ankasa bie na no kasa sa na me ma so accept that Omani has come a long way. And the baby akudro no ayo man na no nyam ene ye image yan trese and within a span of 3 months hwaniema ekoso
well
hwaniema ekoso and na dia bachi yakumo yatoa yaburu we sei we ya onima nyabotra mekeka bi nkyerɛw
ade bachi ku
nyabotra
ya ma me fancy na me kan messages kakra Masawood Kumasi Bantama say the alarming rate at which this current government is using NIB to silence political opponents is a recipe for chaos in this country. The harassment from the agents of the state we are experiencing today under the leadership of President Mahama is unprecedented, and the mighty minority cannot be intimidated. They will make sure the right thing is done. Resetting Ghana agenda indeed. Also regards to Chairman Odenoho Kwekwapia, aka Chairman Koka. Paul Amenosoji said, Bibi, good afternoon. Ayuko Musa Abatwa said the NIB's action against Reverend Tim Fojo was long overdue. He can't keep making baseless claims, refuse to cooperate, and hide behind parliamentary immunity. Critics like Atachia calling the attempted arrest unlawful ignore the fact that the ranking member's actions were also unlawful. And if the NPP wants to drag this into cocaine politics, we are ready, because we haven't forgotten the MP caught in the UK or how cocaine turned into Konkonte under police watch.
President office mad cocaine
Gilbert Fiano said, Boss BB, good afternoon, long time boss. Do you know if you travel outside and show your identity card, they will say you are from a cocaine country because of this forgery? NIB should arrest him. Gilbert, country ben akoe, are you ID card you can't say free cocaine country. And kind card account. Na etime a check. Charles Nyame Samankes said, we don't use romance to arrest a false alarmist. Honorable Reverend must be arrested ASAP. Komensa Pillar 2 the freedom kwabenya no dia ba or say okay, I think so. All the message you about twice. Intima kindeda. Intimida wasibebre. Thank you so much for joining us with your thoughts or comments and views on our live stream and area. EpaHoaDaben Jumedienye. He's been my guest. Me amini penny, me bra penny, me born tofano. Yeah, born tofa. Ya wadoma kubefi. Iti ne kwakra.
We busa me say killings ana.
Oh, your friend will see you. I know come a subject.
No, why atum?
I'm not interested in going there.
Culture of silence. No, why atum? See you na dia chia.
What should I wadwene wo ho? Me amagia atum amenyi to you.
Dismiss as so so
Dismiss as
you ye di. Ya you ye.
Yes.
Dom so no so omidase.
any galamsey ese o man no any nkontompa mu twachire koko for ye ba ye betum akufo ado anya fe de ko ba ya mo nsam wade akura saka twom sesika mo pakura mu nyan na fe de mo be catch say 24-hour economy no mo the budget ba ya man ka ho hwiu but no twa 4.1 billion akoma branti akotwa compensation money 2.7 billion be chama party for o man de to abade ko enu no nunia enu oya na nsoso no ache na mu esina bebu nyina ya mfanye suahunu si e paaro no ya de tumi maw na wura fi ho a emre bi beba wa kaye nso abeka ya sere MPP for ni eniema yie but inshallah his excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I have the faith in him send that so any pachie any odo yi na di nkamo honhom wasi gabi oman ni eluso amomi anyintum
EpaHoaDaben
me ko wia na fe de cool mentality enti mo ya inukura no kofa koboki na fo na de buy because na mo sa adwene no dia yeah we fe but inshallah 2028 no yebesi aba
me da sibebre
me da sibe
yaw Adoma Kobefi, former National Communications Director Emma the New Patriotic Party. Hey, what should be fufu bi me wa
I me should be fufu
book where
any perfecting your English
the essential guide to effective English communication.
Yes.
We Ghana Education Service ana.
Oh yes, nakafo no agiatu.
Oh okay.
Na
so what your book saying?
No books 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see.
Now the attorney say Krata we no me launch in 2012.
Okay.
So I'm that topic near the right way to speak and write correct English.
Okay.
Me launch in British Council.
Okay.
Na me yeska.
Okay.
Na politics near the Adeni school in me fee. And a man for share ya revising one.
Okay.
University of Ghana doctors me no omuso atwemu.
Wow.
Ye near num. You did about 341 mistakes I attire in English. Number 2,
Mami 2 mistakes I attire penny and sorry.
Oh, idea. Also,
how do you say?
I miss your call.
I miss your call.
Crack our brains.
Okay.
In English, we don't crack our brains.
Yeah.
Learn by heart. You don't learn by heart. We learn by root.
Okay.
So what you are saying?
Okay.
When the armed robbers, was it armed robbers? But adjective, armed robbers. When the armed robbers saw the military, they bolted. They didn't bolt away. Your screen raise up your hand. In English, when you are raising, it's going up. Yeah. It's a case of tautology. On my way going, I saw you. When you're on your way, you are not standing still. You are going. The man has drunk and is blowing fuse. You don't blow fuse. He's reeking. Cut your coat according to your clothes, not your size.
Okay.
Across the board. Baba say, across board.
Return again.
Return again. Best on the same feathers. Best of the same feathers. Either best of a feather or best of the same feather. Okay, then the cabin side the other night, Rebecca. I'm going to say a program. What the say what you do so now come marijuana. Marijuana. What can match it? You can match it. What can who granted and make sure the man over town? What is so don't you room with not the answer of one. So what's what your book? I mean, your book. Professor has been him. Professor. The professor has been him. References, references. Yeah, when the catch the book. I'm not going to make you references. References. References were the media references were but the mamison for ye now what the Union government what could watch you but I said to Ghana for and to member how we offer and to you must what you can be actually it is ever to say but also be power to work also not going to say from one also woman model of governance. I was saying, you could be actually. Yes, you are answer. But multiple democrats now. Yabe from my judgment. I've not been from my judgment. Say, Omo dey professor na one. Multi-party democracy e profu di oyi e dia. E dey also o person trouble kwa. My model of governance about Africa.
98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben jumedie eni ma me call offer tosumienu, but before then mumwa me na mentwa me ho menton ade ba ko mienu miensa bi mbrana yendi ene enkomo a edapono so within this week CPP the highest organ within the party share ema meeting sibia kokoso meaning the fallout of that meeting and whether eba be sakra CPP party na ni dia. But towards 2028, what na CPP ne to show our relevance our Ghana politics mu.
Of course, we joining.
I saw a union government in the moon now Kambuma. Namukrama already some Bekambu, and only Asamono. I am a man who come from Koba, Ebidisa, and Komu, and I am a few.
Into Shagana.
I'm a show TV so.
Oh, that.
Omiwaha. Mkofu be shame as sound of Mukam and Tiase. Limpio.
I'm surprised.
Well, I'll be back right after these messages.
Refreshing moments.
Big ol' drink. Big refreshing moment. Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054-383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
Oh, Charlie, me wanna mean na ya me ya. Oh, person ma person. Say me be enko ye. Oh,
and yes, so Yom Herbal Lotion she. Deals Generations Enterprise in Ediaba.
And tie ne wo mu a, e ma ne bu adwuma pa.
What ya ba mu awodin dura. E kuni pedua mu yaw krakra na ye drink. Say entu unam yaw. Ene wa poso yare bia ase. What ya ne se obehie kakra gu nsem. Na wodi atwitwi wo hunam ani. Ene wa poso baby a eya we ya. Na mu no mu wa, wo ba dwo, ama yaw na ko. Na wo adwo se fom. Did I they want to want some cry?
Wow, we just send it some.
Enye ni jesem keke o. Esesa brabo nso ma waseti no koyie. Abra wo bo wo dewu atra foforo.
Na menya bia to he.
Se wo pedudu etu. Ana wo pese wo tu biton. Ana wo pe contract sale dia. Ene e frɛ 024-473-0295 ana 030-295-4146. Afei so wo benya bia to e wo pharmacies ne herbal shops mu. Yom Herbal Lotion. Life is possible. Edro yi nyam ma pemfo. FDA ade edwade nkrato yi ato.
etoda wo kontimi do champagne pa nanso wo sika ekura wo no na ye juice ene betumi ato so pese wo kura mre kura sika na udwumadi a wudie wonmo a wonim dwumadi no etimi dima wo ewo bra bode emfidie a esefata edi dwuma ne dia ene ha ho kura isanze e-productions ya be sort you out freying so studio and production equipment rental emfidie a ye di twa sene ahodo nyina no ye betimi di bia fam corporate and social videography se wudi udwumabie a wo pese otwe egun homa so freying TV commercials se wo ton wo niema na pese amanfo ehunu e wa kasamfoni so freying documentaries freying photography any live streaming se wo twamfoni kama pa anaze wo di dwumabie na pese brekro no mu a obi biara etimi hunu freying waya nyom na pese oya nyom no ho akasamfoni a freying jingle, IVR, any voiceover production, freying, short and long film, freying. Your telephone humanie 0242 755 323 ana 0302 254 858. Ana se hwie kira kwan ye wo Asylum Down ye ben Happy 98.9 FM. E-Productions, capture the moment.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054 383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say, think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say, think funding before projects.
EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Reverend cannot be made an example. Two, Reverend is not a loner. He has not walked alone. He will never walk alone. As a caucus, we have our various committee heads, and he is the leader of the Defense and Interior Committee of our caucus, and he speaks for the caucus, and he expresses the views of the caucus. So nobody should make any attempt to single him out and try to come here, intimidate him. He walks through this unfortunate valley of the shadow of death, but he will fear no evil, because he walks with his God and the strength of the mighty 88 behind him. So please, government officials, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Stop it. Let's engage. We are political actors. Let's assure the people that we are ready to uphold the promises of the Constitution and democracy. This must stop.
EpaHoaDaben. EpaHoaDaben ti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
98.9 FM EpaHoaDaben Jumedie 39 gone past 4 yetenase akopem no nsia yesore so a na eye no nsia kase ebo no enso eba so na hye no so say Jumedie ni enkomodie no so wo ho kwan so de wano betumu bi obeba live on Facebook na wabekere wadwene e won komo ahodo ayedie makenkan o messages ni bia wo de ni aka no so ba e ade amekenkan e de amawo in the studio ene ewie eye akwasi adai odike na Akwesi Adai Odike eye Ghana politician Osanso a businessman. Wabomode so be try say obi di Ghana so as mampeni na emra wapre nyina no so Ghana for enye krado mano but o set vision oda sukrem na obekoso aka till say beto Ghana for asum na yasesan adwene na yahwe ono proposal na ode eba o say ono de union government ene the way out of Ghana problems in Yinada. So we share movement for changing for so a almost susu say union government in ebeboa oti wani si Nkrumah East ne side so a obi a pressure kan Nkrumah East for nyina so betimi aba be kan bomu danka aye one strong force against MPP ni say NDC for ya yehunu wo mu na ya emfa wiki CPP for so a meeting ye de no be prakwan mu na e de ne so nkomo ye hwe the attempt to arrest Reverend Tim Fojo and the whole issue surrounding South 2 flights here about Ghana ya said the cocaine ba you said befa cocaine call you said this can ba you be first car said be repairs playing some be pie ma ne oil be leaky tie be pie and same bebre but ni na nkomra no abane to anamon so mo che Reverend Tim Fojo no mo try amfa ne honorable Nilantiva na po ame atene se honorable Afenyo Makin e ka kire aban se omunyai Reverend Tim Fojo ma no na ono de ne beba ene anopa 10 na se wamfa na ma ombekwa kofa na fi ono ankasa ne fi no no machi no meaning what reasoning went into this and I'm not sure baby ametisi I mean to confirm say ade a honorable Afenyo Makin de ne koye anase omo afa chire nso akwakofa no we edapono so the fight against Galamsey yaka ho asem na wotwe nyinada minister of interior say ono China for no hu so muska na ska omo wonti echi omo a omo tuatua ho na chia ya chi omo ni nyina akwa na yasan gya omo no mo nenam wasi immigration fu ni bi kura timi sisa China fu ni din na omo escape omo timi tuatua court inti so obechiw na wode obefa sa system mu no akotuatua ho ama police ni agya wo de eno obebo amo akokrum. Meanwhile the same NDC government e can say Aisha Huana MPP for repatriating no omo bekwa akotwe na free China aba be gina mra no. Well, in the course of time Aisha Huana san fa chire ba Ghana ena ye chire no iti wo manya kwan nkofa namba but the principle say omekwa kofa Aisha Huana ba ne che say omugidie ni say wo ye foreigner na beto ye mra e wo say ye mra ni wudie ade ne omosesa esa position no LI 2462 Joma ha menuna me koti no ha e kire mu asem a wo kan e wo so wo ba obeyi LI na free ho kra and the omamba they are rather amending. Such strategy say you be rotate regional and district commanders of the police service ewo mining areas 3 months bia until see benya correct officers no ebetimi aboa fight Galamsey ya na ewe enkoboyi any other nkomo ena ye die na apart from openia kwesi odike Hajia Hamdatu Hussein a former national chairman chairperson Emma CPP amanyuko my sister Penimba kwa me done pa na me hu na che ene meni age se eto safre no so baba
me usu se penina me
say small brother ya na maboko kakra
because minim say what say your office wa here
office in there wa here ba ya na minim so office
o me ba o sa this is here make national leadership
okay okay ni si mama me na yentia
oh yeah me o pa
na wiki meeting na koyi there
o ekoyi menim mpaibo ekoyi mama nchia me bra penyi ti ona eya me hunu from a distance na machia di omutie
that's right
na masachia me chairman and leader of the Convention People's Party Wing Commander Somojo retired
me papa ba ko so
and affable General Secretary Kwame Nkrumah Esquire.
You have a young General Secretary,
of course.
Vibrant.
We see, sa young man, no. And so, wait me the Obonsai Juma.
Of
course, because characters be what me continue you know me am say you see be go do yourself we man go do yourself because you are going to be one of the best general secretaries as CPP Benya sisi am saying na interim because of the history behind one said na ntawantawa bi tema former chairman ayo de they be who yes I might do a part of it so you won't believe it I'm not for you say now they are just class let me start here let me swap
but really say now to you
I say only why
tell me
I don't go to bed with anybody's wahala in my mind
okay
me know the fiswa 2 seconds kasabium that is how it should be we should disagree to agree
kwada na jubi o delete we delete unwanted files
me gates me call inside I remove my political because one way obi show before no back venti on your children we be pure gate na my family CPP atade na hye but no so interest e bia we be home from so we say about meeting we held the meeting the central committee
okay
we said before that no call to say mediation
okay
we said there was time leadership no we said me act here and na friend Poma no be take you over for 3 years getting to 4 now they said we together until we resign we so step here aside until Yanka say former chairman I him for new politics but omit me broke peace until under the distinguished leadership of now Professor Delino it will broke peace into share CPP constitution also and the structure of the central committee your committee chairpersons and your legal committee and your chairman's committee legal and council of elders and a chairman okay until yes series of meetings and I decided say group behind Fanipa Minumbra in the council of elders and founded fathers the Minu by and I chair youth affairs committee the committee no say did Minu by and chairman for no so did Minu by and a legal committee so Minu by until mo taxi say restructuring but we should take the party to Congress which we did connect Kumasi but when you say because of Tawantawa party no o man timi anya constituency ba kokra election until say yenko seek the mandate of the NEC approval by Congress no yentimi extend the mandate of regional chairman constituency executive na central committee no so leadership ID share and independent body no ya affirm a confirm as the
substantive
officers into sign ekoye into it me NEC no we no be Congress Congress this year we Congress it me a central committee and say me no man for be sorry say and dissolve here because ya nyade and central committee share and 9 months
the man nyade no hu hye mu na course na
they be say they one obituary say you are dissolve here now we constitution no so entisa only sa to me no and civil affair any military rule na yeho we both issue fiat to say we no na ya pam intended yes she central committee the day for us and I do SS and I say 8 na me letter say ya dissolve into mental leadership no meanwhile we've called a central committee
interesting
into central committee no so your friend no now the regional chairman for be your vice chairman but not better regional chairman no kaya ho but we incorporate so we catch you say we accuse you for say into excuse you from the leadership no because what leadership now to bomb into this now central committee no ama regional chairman no atiase say elect another person to represent them because chairman caucus no dey nipa me no buy and no get to meeting by next central committee no dey nipa no beba na me no Greater Accra Regional Chairman or Yokoye Ntawantawa Bayano, no person can national functioning. They were Greater Accra, one for meeting Bakukran organizing. I don't think about this CPP Bashan, sir. And the CPP are Bakosim, who are defected. Asan Bano, you didn't follow that position now. We put being CPP Bakosim. We big case in tree. Big case in tree, no minister in doing compromise regime. Into real constitution, Article 67, how a council of elders is formed. Former ministers, former MP, former CC, I can't pay. But other people were helping him to hold the fort. They say, Madam Salifo Dagati, I respect that woman. 90-something, but she's still active in the party. Who believe meeting Biawaba. Na crazy Gano Ninke Kambe Kahu, it is a council of elders. No, but shit constitution Titiwa and Pabacope. Okay. Nti Omo can say Omo for me, you see, for the Number Central Committee. They approve to say interim per the constitution until from there in media called Congress. Then you are secured. And you did time. You didn't say, you council, yes, you be leadership. Now you are quiet. But that's sorry, we need Pabaku. Our constitution look like no. We see what sign letters as a dissolve. And see here, they by you would ye. And no appointing the ultimate cooperating with us, no? Say acting.
And the moon chakra.
Emma, oh, sign appointing Nipa 4, original chairman, no moon into Bass Central Committee with the Tibida. Young Kahu.
Tihaja,
but peace, Abba. Because few beer, one penny in my tree.
No crepa.
No damage.
See people penny for me.
Into penny from you, know,
okay.
So many won't say, or me advice reporting. Into Moncoso and advice ye. Okay. But no more Casso may be open and the intimate man. But still, why they call me for wise counseling. Okay. Because a baby near. Ubadru so go one pepper. Say ya ju so go mo so say mo pepper no nka say haja pa so bojo say necessary mo nyon then say make say mo ye edi de ye o si yentimi oni yentimi djuma no say obeteki over how but me nyana no we hwani mu say afewe ya na say we are organizing. We are organizing. The issue is that
we can hear union government.
Union government. As I say, union government. I was on another station this morning. Let me come my experience about union government. People were shocked.
I see.
At some point in time, let me show experimental primary school. Already poem the Maya say, let me Papa Alaji AB Nati. When Krumani Papa. And so only this I didn't share me. Papa, we are not in your class one.
Okay.
But it wasn't in Chrome's time anyway. Until I jump on about St. John's Park. And on a point because baby, we kite from my class 1 to 6 teacher deal.
Wow.
Until I'm by a sweater primary school and I say, mankind poem. It is the same politician in Rome. Let me say, I can still remember some few words. You see, union government, yes, countrymen, experience they see is the best policy. You all have seen how political parties have divided this country. Until they were sort of encouraging union government. If you recall what happened during the Champions time, even though I was young, but I could still remember. One of Anita was saying, you see, this is my Pekin, this is my Pekin. Baby, I could be all the Miko. A champion in Tapia.
So that poem indicated partisan politics
are divided. I said it, sir. We see people in Mapa. And I'm still proud of the tradition of the Convention People's Party. Kwame Nkrumah did 9 years from being leader of government business in 1954. Kopim Tamamu 2, 9 years. Look at the transformational agenda of the great man. Now from 1992 to 1994.
But union government is not possible in this generation.
Well, and can be possible. the two parties in a higher dream. Because Omo agree for a national policy agenda. So the Kwame Nkrumah 7-year development plan or the systematic developmental agenda. Okay, then you can't rule a country with manifesto promises. You fail. And then I can say, maybe Odike one idea. CPPOB. And then we can say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, my brother, when you're the luckiest president in this country.
I didn't think
permanent. And I send it by and see that we're gonna have. And the opportunity to tap from other people. We're not saying give us appointment, no, but at least there's no faculty for wisdom in the world. For what dream country no
winner takes all.
Winner takes all. We kaipa senior journalists we are discussing about proportional representation but someone soon my first past the post a hard drink kakra because some people are not represented because if you look at the geographical country baby or population in those nipa betimi 12,000 our parliament you be 45,000 we lose what is the fairness? What is the fairness? Fairness no one it is sound for omo baby to say Ablekuma Central Ablekuma West Kwabe ninki kayano no obiatimi 30,000 or outside parliament no be anya 12,000 of it and no adwin fa it is say yentinasi hwe edie no be ya obia benye ne chefa wom
to say engineering of
course no say you from local government system no obi any baby I want parent form and cry e can be because at least Ashanti region northern region voter region and nkeka obia one stronghold at least minority parties meet me and back will be baby to say federal system in Nigeria you can see say an opposition can be a leader in
government. I mean
I say some re-engineering be after all we have moved and the world is evolving. But as a country, where are we heading towards?
Where are we heading towards? But maybe so a quick question on this union government now. NTC and Nkomunimu. So, okay, union government, in your mind, what kind of government now? All we have government president and the friend is for a friend people for a friend CP for a freeway. And now obefi outside politicians, now a chunk of former politicians. What kind of union government now working?
Yes, my brother. Inshallah.
But union government, in my perspective, we don't believe in partisan politics.
Okay.
Alien to Ghana.
Okay.
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, in his attempt to unify Ghana, okay, say one party state. Now, some one party state, the adjective party, create confusion. Because party should be more than one. But now, a union government, all can. But the no can, and my colonial masters now, who perceive enough for Rudiano, at to vote to Ghana of when he said, thank you. You can't union government, non-partisan democratic system of governance.
Okay.
I am a brainchild, and I champion in Libya.
Oh, sir.
And I champion in Libya. If you know, and I champion in the other. Yes, say Ghana, an ethnocentric nation. Democracy a template. Kobia Kavon there according to the culture, traditions, and the mindset of the people.
Okay.
As a colonial masters a baby as Romo Kwa, why should we go to them and say, Momoshi Shana Modea Momano, Yarubi Riba Mine? Forget to say the environments are not the same.
Sure.
So let China, a system of governance, And when they were communists, now China say 15 years back, our have a system of and a China based superpower. Ghana is a consented country. Your tribe will be but when I'm yet we coexist. Young man say, I guess, but we are just share. You didn't come and say we are for. About Shanto, for example, you are Fantinuta, young guy, Chasubu, young Zaba, a Pia Shanto David. Say when you come. If you say yes, system of democracy, a better more, a best cement your coexistence. Never about the change because you used to man, you Nantia say, when you yet you. It is a meritocratic system of governance. You have a party there. If you ever say unit committee, assemblyman, MPs, and the president will be a contest election. Party, your party, party be a ticket. Your party, come on your own accord. Come, it's a military. No matter for me, one time, a woman, minimum tier, Nessa, Mr. Compare, MP or radio. They know, say, me could be permit my boy. So all the current architecture now, MP forum, they act under duress. We will take a block decision because of parliamentary system. If you want to feel, your two Obama will go to parliament. Constitutions are not to Obama, not glasses. The party man will call for it. It will quite the MPP for any Nasia one side. And this vote Nasia one side. And you, I'm a independent for cross joining parties. Yes, sir. And makes sense. And yes, sir. Because one could say, and this will so. We independent candidate now Pempuntu Kokroma. One could be and this now, one half form of government now. The next election will go for the two. Nani come from the woman say. The multi-party democracy will not a party. The colonial masters who say, "Oh, to be a soa, a bit divided." I'm on a quite upbringing because they came for economic exploitation. They told me a soa, you're a one fighting for economic reasons. Now, so share American environment, any British environment, any mindset, you know, they're in the crow. It is all blended with the brain, I be a emfa. Because the environments are separate. Africa could be what practicing multi-party democracy and what on.
Sir, union government, who should say, Quan Bena, when they be fast way a bejatum. I just want to be president. That be mental on the Chichabuchno. I be advocacy, so now, but so Church in the book. Your National Vetting Commission. Okay. We might say from police, from unit committee to presidency. So per se o standing our position there. We know district that don't cut because me odike. Person be assembly member. We be adding the beko. Na yisi atomo so aba. Enya party na model ko. Etumo na moko from nuclear government at the base. It really bottom up approach system of government. Okay. The up bottom. Which will be free from labor. But the area they free from it's assembly member in cross government now unit committee for council. Only the kuta to me base a tax base because only the last leg of our development. The budget allocation a code direct to assembly local level. I'm also revenue count. And we deciding to do and tell you also million. A bus will be what Bell set in this ceremony. Assembly member this South nuclear government in area. Because at the end of the day, only tempo. If you have more powers, will be raising revenue. And about MP SWA constituency, who became the same general, we pursue now, Yenny Part 20 near to a swabber. What about when? One IMP, and also a state sponsored. I mind the very posters, Biama, more candidates in now. No mama platform, I'm the campaign. It will be a market, no delegates. BBC BMI. Oh, so primaries are seeing any baby. Primaries are seeing any baby. I want a canon. You're budgeting the it will not be MP.
You are serving the interest of the people. It is parliament. You need whip system. Bill will talk. More for the bill. More against Munkwa. Now majority not carry. It's any permanent majority and permanent minority be okay. Depending on the matter at stake.
And you think so? Why explaining in your book?
Yeah, kind of frame. The same thing applies to president. What does the president be? Emergency one conditions not to meet here. Now we have to commit a formal action. Now the man here them say your national policy. National Planning Commission, the film. It will be our organ be able to do team of Pokoma. We will formulate their 10-year development plan. It will have the president, manifesto or manage the will tell so. And you know, day by. And then the day by you are coming to you are coming to see pretend on the national agenda. 84 years we could do baby now. Everyone's a one to me we are. It's your consistency in our development.
Okay.
Ghana will be about twice sa. You 20-year development plan we set here. Yes, the 2 years here we are. Then we set another one.
Okay. Maybe probably the last question on this now. See other matters in
no problem.
A good idea. You didn't come up paying. I mean, conformity so this idea we have but it requires a lot of constitutional amendments.
Of course,
because your partisanship in Ankasane aspects of it are entrenched in our constitution. Entrenched. My only concern is how are such change in the possible? Because you come and won't quit to me now. Maybe we won't mean yet. I just want to be a penny and son assigning me with me. Ayana.
The view says so. Me need to me, but we are going a bit Masasagan. And a book we and Casano, constitutional reforms.
Okay.
And itself,
okay.
A reform constitution.
I'm proposing reforms.
A proposal reforms. Thank you.
And the constitution.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tugum Academia, my statia chamacho about 3,000.
Okay.
You go so Niska because advocacy, oh yeah, and then what to say now, Mama, can you be for book now for us? Assembly members say, can't see the room can you
okay.
Nina, hello, book, no book. Reforms boa, Bodna, was an idiot.
For now, no, oh, young children.
Yeah, young children. A Tom for Timnase, I'm off for Najitums, and I'm inside the room, you know. Got off for another bread, multi-party democracy. Young K banker, send a yet then, therefore, a bamboo, sure, pa. Mamma speech wanted. Was a so no other failure. HSA. Ghana, because was people are losing confidence in the system. As a man, a better resuscitated the confidence of the people. Among for MPBM, it shows clearly this amount for multi-party democracy. 61% turnout. The amount for losing confidence in the system. And the problem is that Obian France can say, among for losing confidence, what are we prepared in place? It's not take advantage.
Plan B.
Plan B.
Okay.
What I say, and America is also struggling to fix multi-party democracy. I problem at home. What you try? Who say rose your this? It's not opposition for Coco to Mutu. I bet ye kikau idea. But you can say democracy as your father. If you will bring poo, will be at another call, near a carvo agenda for the nation. If you have what the Brahmin from Madrid, mine, okay, and that can be Kabi, and now credit that say democracy check a democracy, Chilawadi, for what in a bra, nothing from Madrid and your mind.
Okay. It's when there's also President Mahama Constitutional Review Committee in Bio.
Office.
Office the minimum dear, but the members are
now to what's about the constitutional review. We are setting a committee. Look like it should be
Professor Mills a commission.
We can cram out the crowd and the proper constituent assembly. Now reading the office war. It will be the lady court.
Okay.
No market carbon. Ama yenya or mine. There was a Professor Mills, you know. and I could follow the or no so young with me. Now you must share because and try cross to say we said and I walk on. I was a referendum. It is a man promulgate a boy. What about to me compare here? Because see a constitutional review near referendum dear. I was say a woman in peer goof and chain. Near did the above boy any mother action. It's a moment of Corona Namu Biala. You never draft no. Unless it doesn't inform my hair. You better compare. Check who know about the MMDCs. When you write here political leaders, you know, my trans or Jubilee House. And I catch them say, we want to slash the excessive powers we pose on the executive near transformer the ordinary Ghanaians. And with the MMDCs, you know, you're not a partisan. You come and tell say, you say we can tell you now, baby. I think was starting process, no one proposes say, you're not a partisan. Why are we meeting? I'm saying, Papa, we're team. What was it? Say, baby, I'll go near car. Maybe I never far. And you don't stop with you, we name Mekaipa that time number at Anka TV. Now, maybe a segment, and opa. I'm a call waiting room. I may say the next segment in the Bebanamako. To my colleague, Abunadu Fiawaji, will be a bit now or interview NCC boss. Inti waiting room hono na meti NCC boss ne ka say MMDC's election na ye kono kwe abana ye koto no ye koto abase yenyi womo on partisan lines and I'm say sana akufo de bai na badam no so na NCC bono na nye sana no mo kan o mo se ye koto aba e wo MMDC so. But the hidden thing in it is say Yokoto yes, can say Yokoto yes, sir, for election of MMDCs on partisan. Yes, we are on partisan, but a more fan count, see Yokoto yes. The mama crowd for the election of mama crowd Facebook or to yes, and I'm saying, but the hidden thing was yes, was say my partisanship abba no MDC baby you ba kwame kumanya gumedru achievements are oyema Ghana. Ye kwa susaro. Ya na to hwe kwa no. I can champion tampana. Hu ne mani so. Na your osa buses. Osa. Na for anya omnibus. Ne Ghana Airways. This 10. My first Hajj I used Ghana Airways. Yes, this 10 for this 9 back and for 28. A champion better for 28 for 27 mile. And the man told this time and I was into a ship. Near 15 ship. What you say? I've Ghana near car Taiwan, near fellow Firestone, of course. Na Ghana, New Ghana, assembly Ghana, near Moto, near friend Thomas. Many you be 104 damp about 3,000 pairs if you come see shoe factory. Also partisanship na say we na every legislative to a multi-party democracy no ya rusu ya japadie nyina ade bia na wo hodada na ya yusu no ni nyina fiensa na so adopt system eji wa japadie free nsem my brother of akodu state lands manager padie politicians achafa many houses why my 90% politicians there avelian suani akwaye wasa de mi akoso ye very survive ade abema ya trase edidi no abia partisan galam say every for ba mo do woman ya this one here it so trase no ye mention introspection wo say that o man heavy to no ye so be virtual everything because of partisanship after your cultural values and then discipline it's in the it's on ascendance and when you know what's na say I will say amanyo semu a party woman na dey ba na dey apa ye how you nara ye sofa no ye Ghana ye kwachi ye rutro gasi na ye multi party democracy ye ntiase we don't understand it how say yeah I'm in Kroma press over 400
factories yɛwɔ na yɛabɛto n'aban a na yɛsi yɛn palm workers na inclusive factories na yɛapene ayɛ saa
once crab ayɛ
saa adwemfa ɛna most of the factories no ɛna meka biribi na obi sere yɛatɔn factories ebi yɛde no church asɔredan no nso anka saa building be create jobs among Crawford. So some want to chase also from bomb prime and no need. Meanwhile anka Ghana
MPP colonial masters no 1992 papa bi ne friend Professor PhD.
Okay.
Osebra ye transition from military regime no
PNDC to
yes certain committee say omunya constitutional review and you people call all the 10 regions so we call fact finding mission no we miss Ghana for the model of governance here because I don't example union government no na e wa man for adwene pa when to implement it or yes so be implement na SMC SMC 2 no obiase yenya assembly concept na yenya executive super structure onu wie ya no me the report from the JJ Lawrence na kodochi kata afọwọde ama America for na insist say onu prema yenye sa model no ye wie ya tim e wa no de diversity implementation ma JJ Lawrence o manager pade e bo mabu na
yen diversity e bi no kwa to kwa mo ye ni o mo receipt
I receipt and Britain for abo posa ma Africa yan ko yin
because mo adenti why na ma kwan say na ma kwan ana me boa
exactly
na ma kwan
na botom so bibia woni mre
wa wo ya de na wo hu sem boa wo no da so ye
hwe na mo Donald Trump so the tax tariff 10% na you mama so ko patcho no to ko patcho say why yani mako trade agreement bebra
after
your trade agreement your friend saying
agua
the agua where the trade agreements are obi anya metim ko bi krum we say can you import license and I once time you for the trade agreement
continental
minim you akama boa we kame catch okay now you susano Ghana na oda nyema ye nibi eku be say oda nyema ba Ghana I just want special license a friend import license because now you protecting local industries it near ma kwan mo bia mfa nyema bia
just any biala
ma outside what the nyema baba there raw material baba there add value our factory and America for the ones and you try saying go for trade liberalization thank you
you be poa
I think I have before
me say me nko ba kan
no scheme when nko ma ka we okay yeah I must say yentimi ne ya free sa economic dependence ne say system market am so God will wanya they will come to the president and tell him say look God will pay you bet you 12% go so you bet one say so one plan next election you bet go opposition o tete mo behind
okay so what threaten opposition no and government no say yen na yen dwin say o mo pay yi one o mo pay yi nti just because of Crawford greed nti no mako
say oh yeah winner takes all system nti oba ye wo no Crawford nko ande opposition for no menu nti so bi ma ba boa me ama metu na mesuma ba ba
trawa e just NDC na people obi akọ opposition obo mpa isa ba akuru be fi say reserve player na kwaba oboasi NDC and the champion oba na oboasi gold mines na Ghana with 15%.
Over 15.
And 15 before Oyeku no.
Okay.
Oba no so 15%
okay.
Me am dimi go. Almost struggling 50 last minute. Every man 45 50. The champion won your boss. what the internal mobilization.
And I the cross one tia.
That's so my room. Estate, what kind of example is here?
See, estate. Estate on me.
But
and your friend say Kofi Chale. Oh, Papa, a friend of Mr. Ampofo of Eastern Region.
Juma Tampoya of Tamale, Sunane, Politia. I found what I know. That
is true.
Well, now and I say more to party. I ain't your son for you have done second.
Tari, baby, and you.
Watch this one,
what is this? Somewhat is a champion. We have benevolent detectors. The benevolent detector.
Of course. He said, Tori, he's just moving along the lines of Thomas Sankara. Said
that,
champion. Dansuma Estate, now the biggest estate in West Africa.
That's true.
Example, where Pakasi Estate, Bokom Estate.
The day he was shot, I cried.
It is one more case military leaders in Nanya. Me catch the man for say.
I never cry. I never cry. I have this video this now. To Futuna the Quentin Monka champion. A champion the two busier. SCMP for pa. I don't want to see the cool a champion. If we mean a party name of the Dumacano once. But we are fantastic show. Fantastic. Which was the best.
98.9 FM, 21 minutes gone past 5. Now, my main comfort a tasty Tom enriched tomato mix and mau. Now, you see, Jiwusika promo no air koso, and it's your chance to win some cool cash while you cook. Now, Nina say Ubeto a 2.2 kg big can of tasty Tom tomato mix. Uta. Ubie tomato can so a ubie can so a patcho ben pre wo nto ni tiri ntwene hwe ni tina se ebi ani atwro 70,000 Ghana ebi ani atwro 10,000 Ghana ebi kura be heno ni atwro 5,000 Ghana e wo ho aye osika
na okoje
ansi okoje na enti se se enye tin tomatoes bi ana menye ska wo eye tasty Tom tomato mix ena ubetimi de nya sesikai na se ukona ubie su na ohusi atwere sika wo hɔ a amenchi o se ne be ya be nya sika no ube claim cash no by calling this number fa number no to hɔ na eda ubenya de ne bia na meni hɔ ube frɛ 0556 638794 bisi subim 0556 638794. Offer number we are Ento credit toll free number. Offer I will say meto tasty Tom enriched tomato mix no 10,000 waha na me den na me nsa kan sika no omo be kire obabi abekwa kwaju sika se uri phone so ade be fra call tasty Tom distributor bia ho na fa olede no ko kire ye be wan cash na wakudi. Tasty Tom enriched tomato mix or say bejewo dear kai set terms and conditions apply. Any nyina ne say uni ade na ya kire kwa be for so ubenya set terms and conditions na no when we need
me kai me ko to coupon me ko to fuel na ma me coupon bi why afem say ma win you know friend say number of head office in person number say you know we could do your mommy you know that was before Kufuor came in Tina certain say 400 mommy and they'll give you coupon equivalent
okay
mommy we are almost on the train photo you see no way so terms and conditions because me can me see omo photo me see omo de betu omo me see wo me bi me see me photo e ma wo camera no me ye amountment
amba and then you have a cherry secret no
that be Bible me say me ko drop police hospital omo di moja to them by ya koye no operation
2 points be see
you see and you know mama me ko intimi operation no with the horse and see already blood free ni baba mami the Honda, so me operation, it me call back to the ward. After 2 days, Dr. Megan said, how are you? I'm fine. Oh, see, the day you, I'm trying Mojanist. I'm okay. Okay. I didn't need the Moja. I'm sure. Because I didn't catch him.
That's right.
Just face God and tell him, and God will listen to your prayers.
That. Go upstairs and talk to God. But you can listen to the demonstration, me.
And you see, Galam say that Libya, me who say MPP name is Omu Omadu say, Umbe Boama yetu asiye. Okay, Asante Region, mene Mfubi, Kokan Galam say asema, Kofa uyuni bibiri bae.
Eba, open na makai.
Na yeye na ikanso soda.
No credit, no credit back. The best good at Galamsi Adi, Ahim for Kahu, police for Kahu, Sikija Omuna Omukahu, a dear crawling in Siano as a country. They are not a Galamsi Adi, my producer, and capture the American. Ever say, Yaw, I'm from now in Chahoman. Yaw. Na yeti ha odikese twa ha ma no right we a won sene ma na ye to ogum na ye dia mobilize enipa bebre na wo maba 28th of this month here 3 days 28th 29th and 30th 3-day demonstrations ye na ye di man no say ye ramama omu na amoye na on praise temporal ban all forms of surface mining.
That's a state of emergency now.
Yes, because we don't say on a small scale. Over say yes, mining all the time. They also could up paper over will be a prospect in Snoot to Ankasa. I'm saying you could up paper crown. Land reclamation. And in your mind, count no money. We don't know a dowko. It is obviously we could up paper. Yes, you are, mammy. For temporary hold up to so. Now we also paper be on find them. Now I'm calling chi over the paper me on the site. And was why the right dance one for. Why? Who for do you be down? Where they be banning all forms of small scale mining. Who for ban here will be unfunded. I was saying one what the permit no command and call for. It was a new bakum. You stop now the next plot. Yeah, LPP need to. He was involved. Akufo was involved. I don't know from what younger. Also, the phone at the backstage now, different structures. That's actually where you now. If you see, I can say a hanger. You're mama. Also, Baba setting an idea. Your best so. You know, make a demonstration. Quebec for past president, Quabidian. Safedi new president no be any man demonstrate ya kire hwan awareness creation na Matthias ewra me machine kura also be any no kire say afedi enough is enough so the demonstration or advocacy they say we want a ban on small scale mining and answer all forms of surface mining the promise was say multinationals are not doing the right thing. So we need to do introspection on their activities to ascertain where did we go wrong. Because you need to be an two. Meaning, I was saying you technology. If you have this parcel of land, say 50 meters, you will go if you have 2 kilograms. Now who say economically viable? Say a cost. But we no want the excavator. We excavate land now. Every crab na the government proposes anko ye to Obama na nkasa no be Obama geological survey for ye biribia emu se ahanu gold no wa ha nti ye the concession ma wa nya fe na kwa try and error. My brother no say I am in government when my government comes is anybody we can answer why so wa ni kuta kwa tina anja aduma no e so ba beda nche se power ne e so ba beda nche no wada e bo 5 for class o kwa so ma memfa mo ba Mamma from back. What I say, you know, but yes, and the young year, the canoa. No idea was with him, and he had opportunity to implement it. Okay. When date na and yes, I
see the money dates being since should be a
28 April 29
okay
and 30th
of this month
yeah demonstration
I will come and say an
Accra okay we are you call all the regions you are mama near this for you best say because you until them be ase say multinationals want to go back on go ma dey come krum wo so ba set gold bonds over to gold and gold ben abetoto na se so we variable mu na galam say o mo ma say so mu yai enti e be sere no galam say dey yam pɛ ama say MPP for abeg galam say yes so agree so that's the mindset of these people
yes and the DB
yes so the DB na there so na correct children with deformities what money age and agrebu aye wo na ne am we nye no na we no e betua ne owo ani ne akodia na wo hwe nwane a contaminate and the kidney problems are so widespread in the whole country. Now, you should not say we are losing everything. Everything because of MPP and DC.
Okay.
But you know, let's move and some trouble. Munye de benu emoye. Yes, I share a corner CDM. We look at you say your mama buy and chair. No. What the state of emergency on surface my neighbor. One day I just said what trust na o de ato
say your trouble one sign keke.
One sign keke. If we yana we can say be opposition. Am I nti ya gitumu eboa say be di o man no na save the environment. Baba ya so o drag o de nsem bi yi o mu wano. Ah you read be e ko na. You know say there's no concrete evidence indeed or solution to truncate
or stop illegal mining.
It can say demonstration were peaceful. Yeah, demonstration maybe I see them say Ghana you Zabana Wabano. So I'll say on prayer. We acquire regions now yeah results. You then can sit down strike. My phone now, your labor unions never count.
Labor unions, he said they had opportunity under Kufado. Also, mad of strike. After we couldn't share by once so much.
Kufado said, we need to be out with him manipulate everybody. Men can't went to me.
Okay.
How do you
Where sure.
Kufado. I'll be a person saying yes.
The non can go in and be pissing me besides. I bay by what to try Namombi. Na mebusa se na namontu no ehye nkran se yebetimi de ani ato aban no so obetimi tu galam se ase aman na alaji muntaka mubarak e de new styles bi ba
new styles
commanders
say one expert advises against that but in teller nyankasa ba mutaka enya ya ofele say obitimi aye sa say we should security for me na heads of security
we direct you
and about deportation of
Chinese
nationals and papa because law na wagana you see a chill bia you say one serve jail and sikabi so why is so tria and can you me some mind na dubi ya jail or it will serve as a deterrent for people to stop the impunity because ultimately ko China ko to su kra anyway na binti number but ka China for us and so na oboso say China for no buy no kwabre we have greedy bastards in this country as collaborators why make a obabi say we sika enya kwan so wo de sa wo yare sika esese ya fan twakon
Bible
sika if we de kwambone nya no what is say akokori da butu kusa enya ne dia so
we live in a country no propaganda taking the center stage sorry to say and say NDC ni MPP because of your posterity be judge you see the kai kwam krom ye kai champion ye kwa in Chimono, how are they going to remember us?
Yeah.
Are they going to be cursing us whilst we are in a grave or not? You can say, you come Masalachi church, young fat books, no, cushion, fankaya brabon. Ebia, ye bring but I am at the country Ghana. Because they see a baby economy. And one say grabbing of properties, buying of property, seeker.
I said tomorrow doesn't exist.
Chief, what says tomorrow doesn't exist. I am a junior in TRC. My child politics, but baby, I'm going I like it that way. Maybe I have people that I can contact if they can help me find. But to say,
we take advantage of our brain.
Shortcut, I say enjoy. Galamsey has seen. You see, people were galamseying in about 9 forest reserve.
Yeah.
You see, NDC 40 minutes, you see, almost out of 7 forest reserve. But the ATT come to say, I don't know, to say, Bukata. How say see as easy excavators and the owners have removed some then control board. The following day, security be connect 40 meho. Hey! No,
excavator, you impound you. You control board.
We should and that's a Rambo style of going to arrest opponent in the VAT, another detractor from asking the important questions and the right questions. Because things are you have securities in this country. CPP saw this long time.
Okay.
In 2008, in our manifesto. We cannot work with the leader. Was this a good deal about 2? As saying you, no, it will not benefit Ghanaians.
Or say, you are ready, dear. To go the big problem. In Casas and I say, now the nation do no matter if you are woman
because should yes, Ecosu. Ubetimia believe say a child of 4 years is taking dialysis.
Yeah.
Adenfa holding hearts and nipa ye bebu no ni nsa ana enan. Many na nyankopon pese won kire say wa cheya de something at the pa be you soon wo kwan paso into indirectly no wo
abandon me amai.
Na campaign time no Manso area bosome frɛ ho ene esan masa so when nam now car e short nsu a unya stream bia better sense you agu car no
e ya sefim kakra
me be no so for reservoir
amesi no from
media o man penin so bet media on bandi all
we support the declaration of state of emergency.
Even say legal mining cry in the forest cry.
I can't believe
they suspended for about 6 months. You say they couldn't be young jai cry because one, climate change is affecting the whole world. Look at our rate patterns. I say 1 year, 10% tariff already 2 years to cry. A serious problem in such a way say. Even when people are suspecting, say, carry those cyanide and
heavy metals,
which means you attractive to buy somewhere. And also, a cash crop, I think, bear foreign exchange. We say, per se, painting as Africans, we should start to think within Africa. We say they be trading amongst ourselves. Because Africa, apart from China, we are the biggest market.
That's true.
And population. Into adding trading amongst ourselves. There were salts in abundance in this country. But Nigeria will go all the way to Brazil to buy salt for their petrochemical industry.
President Mahama say he is considering making salt one of Ghana's top most exports.
make us say yes, so it's not good for the industry. I didn't think good for industry. Into yes, scientists now yakusunyadi. Even more economy. Into me, Buffy and say, let's look at this salt. Whether a crest is not good for our iron. Into yes, we have refinery. We don't go to refinery. Nsana Nigeria for no crown come Mr. Wotajo na FCC agreement CC almost a monton crude oil cra emono in naira na enu kikanyina na say wo Tema oil refinery you see Tema oil refinery into refinery crude oil nya wo Ghana no kre what be that into to say we just want to get what we want now and for many educating na banza yankan sana de no convene Inti yebesre omanpenye His Excellency.
Okay.
Sagalam seyidie.
Untu susaba. Ya parents.
Ajigon.
Ya studio ha.
Ajigon.
Ya national issues.
Ajigon.
Obi NDC ni a. Na be say ye bo amanage.
O enu de normal.
Oh you follow.
Let me wow. Me.
Aje because what's ho. Matra ho.
Me say ya tra.
At the end of the day. Say your mama say on pay my years to put galamsa. You be cause a demonstration na wada margina obi so the 3 million about the BTNDC.
You see the issue that say the neighbor I can when obi no politics keke follow my leader think zombie because zombie say me can just about me see when me can say His Excellency is the luckiest
president.
Me sister Bako come say we NDC ni. O friend Ajia, me paucho. Eya en kasasa me see tia me kan. Me see why NDC me see me kan me den. See your mama is the luckiest president. And me say me kan den so. Uti o see debut nipa nsa NDC na kan and about come NDC because I push or see me say NDC and me see John Mahama is the luckiest president so they can say resetting you time to with the resetting into one year depa no man crow from and ebe his good intention to say Japan me man kasem be the police and also you dismiss my employee because okita baggage bia okita sa adwumboni bia to say obia ye no poni into bia obehuni bia obe
bitter no nam
we have that experience in our office when we mention intermediate
Ode Juma such a person and
because of my age security service no feel say obia nya yes amasa to them which is not like that.
And that brings me to the last topic in TFM Proko they are trying to arrest Reverend in team for job by national security any home common ebebe nyina no sorry common no so
I didn't say
they no show us
I didn't say Reverend team were MP me kai say answer na ira back don be too kwan would release 2 MPs say omo in some investigations and we'll see some omo lawyers in cause they are collaborating with them. Now Reverend Intimidiano you mean say omo trauma parliament speaker of parliament maybe when you take action so when you take action it doesn't lie with the
say what should no take action what mean Congo take action
take action well internet can say I don't know say I don't go from me and Kasano brother is Cecily John Dramana because they say I won't call you to order because obisi the budget here about necessary discuss budget why am discuss budget no more you say see I know MPP said agenda no follow na adani topics say ene newspapers be brave in casting be reverend team Mr. Musimo Bechima adentina NDC form or security form or issue threat no it is a dani partisan which is not good for our national discourse. So national issue, we should look at it as a national issue. Reverend Tim, asema your Whistleblowers Act.
That's right.
Now, act no say uti kunkun beka and then kyerɛ sɛ ebi a wo evidence or on say the chira it will be no lead Nimbusa Reverend Ntima semi by before na semi beba no yanti ko kaya some okrum ha
no correct President Christ statement no
yanchi ebia you see $350 million and $150 million. Yes, so between speculate says blame no eba no di 1 week ebia ifrim between speculate sa internet say anka president ka say Reverend team any security agency and collaborating to get to the bottom of this matter. The government spokesperson had no business to come and say anything again. Okay. Because Penny Draria, no insurance. See, I have the co-president. And this initial off air, almost they are complaining. They are complaining, but over air they want to defend, not because of a party member, because they will be because you see, I know, when police you see allegation no crime, no substance. No boss, then you come in. When Sir and time, then people were punished for that. And if NDC are not careful, under your rights, because women control. Now the one who see power. Translate. And castle. Until be brilliant, President Tabekasano. And as I see a man to say when this time maybe soldiers, security, 20 national security with guns and the more chicken for. What chicken for? I'm not Langas for so hard. Why your son, Mamma, a genuine Ayahoma? You mean them with Sa Japase a Japan was saying Mahama. Nobody was say, Surpass a bit senior. And sing, but I'm surprised the NDC's forces are hailing him. You see, Japan or Airport. Nobody is saying you shouldn't go and arrest somebody, but do it right. Okay. Where was their warrant? You will say, warrant. Look at what they went to do to the campus. Because the police to say. Where police no most suspected Bibia, you go in a dignified way. We have video now, which means they were breaking the thing. It's unlawful. And you're constitutional, you're not buga, I'm not soldier. One person one country say, you are your mama catcher and say, Omo history no. Omo the yagri ekoswa na sedin. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, if you listen when it comes to divergent views, and this is from Kuma viewer, the Paucho Jinaye take control because the CCC I don't know a freelancer. How is the President America say, you're getting not supposed to say, it could be. But I see Haja. We comment you on this matter of 2 flights and then subsequent arrests.
You see, when a country becomes a cocaine hub, and my citizens, national identity, no, other nations, restricted immigration laws, no more, almost tight immigration laws, MIA nationals, and in Tifo. I was a Kedisia Concon, or maybe a civilized because we're divulging information to the nation. And he can say, you're a mama, or manage information here. But to manage information here, and they have seen him say, we're enemy to the government. But you see, let me tell you.
That's a miscalculation.
Papa information about Montano. When we are press conference, I did chairman call Asempa. Pana the system near Ajati. Happy FM. You didn't go mobile. Happy FM. I'm here to say Ghana National Ghana Influencer Airport Company. Women airport no show monster. So they must come out first. no matter the see nasa any papa information wo enya adekwa counterproductive argument be sorry then the government steps in because your institution on your airport no so flight a friend saying data any radar flight deba any ground service any biano you could have the sir pepe it is obviously flight biaba out plane buy no e fa ayare for nko na plane buy no am fire ni bi ama ambulance plane ana am fire ni bi afriga na akọ e dey be ye den sasa professional
no ma be yanu
na mo na mo ba be yanu wa bre ni papa plane buy no gina ho no on kasai no just say airport company for Kasai. If you want to pay banana,
Happy FM.
Now we have Rumachi, President Pratam Becas and inappropriate. Also, when any chair proposal, move out a statement. Now, and suffice enough to curb this argument.
Happy FM.
Wasn't okay, honestly, some after allegation, no. Ghana Airport Company issued statement to deny
the also the counter bar. Our government step in. So what Ghana Assembly Abana Mike said, "Mon set up independent blah 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 blah." That's some nakoda. If the president buys, because the president just want to say, was set up committee. So we are doing our president.
Bibi, Mpacho. I didn't meet you. You see no light of bar.
Well, I'm about
friend. Almost 12 minutes. How many minutes did Israel use to? Yes, 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
What is 6 minutes? President, you best so you are the mama. What trouble Buddha? I said about penny. What naturally. Assembly na wo si ginaye ba wo ba say yen set committee no committee bebre ya set koma no ya tun di kwa committee ever bibi ama
team pampa
ba am say woman
but they say they should send the committee or he should collaborate with the
you mentioned the security agencies omonin in collaborating
so say committee
anyway
committee
and I want to for just so commission of inquiry, which has the power of the high court.
Now, President Kwabeka we me anya me de. Oh no for so kwa cha be now. And I play the tie pie na. Fufu bi di pie. Oh, de na wan
sorry na e.
Okay, no esa amu nti for do. I be say flight no scale the itinerary. How ba say kokwa Angola ko ko di akoniaba e wo ba bi be. As afi play the number no crowd dey fuzu kwache so play there one number plate is a car dey ko to na the ko but obia president to take cash bia o na me dey no wan say papa na o information about bonten ni bonya wa ye na eri dey
yes we control
na say
na dey obi ma different
e delay na wie no president to adi na chi so Ghana Airport Company at the press release by Bonting. Miss Seresa, I wouldn't be working. I'm glad I actually work for responsibilities. We must say, play and my and the background and your magma, Jenny. The Ghana Civil Aviation, we may have good vision. And you almost say, play number 6 for one. A national NIB for our airport, Eduma. And a plane service in Yaman so sport. When we can ring we are almost at a catch as media on the discuss. I get with the
proofread the statement before they put it out.
Responsibility at self of women also know as Edmund.
Usansi
the management of the information by the
but this is anything for say mama no airport because on the leaking information in team report
akwa to say knee jerk
Your reaction, yeah.
Reaction. I tell you, because me only clear then and no die airport company and no there. Then we can't throw away that allegation.
But now allegation. We can't have allegation. I'm going to say, a book I never correct. I know Papa Rebecca. Yeah, Papa Rebecca. Chen say. I did miss Suramebo idea. The Papa Rebecca Chen say. Okay, tell when the Samagana force will be able to some more can I want to. What do you want to pay about 5 days? Said you cocaine, you should never say the anymore. No information about what they know money. And I can fly a track and any of the bedding. But just a moment, just so we go after the MP. I don't get it. Come crossing, come from a come on, and your boy now, yes, we crack a behind
the threat from behind seas, maybe to the security agents.
And after some way by Minister of Communications, the Honorable Sam George said, Abai is considering passing a law to make disinformation and misinformation an illegality.
Now, when the referee said, I could follow some reference, a
criminal libel.
We MPP for Kufuor government the best Ghana Yenya event. We must start wings. Yeah. And this is more MPP for we must start absolutely.
I said we can
so say enyama akosu nyina ama MPP for start no kasa. When dey yi boy better.
Nka papa mu pa nka 3 months amu fi aban mu kura de sesa nka mu.
Aka mu nya no is it? But so say mistakes. I nyama mu for so nyama mo ya no. Before sorry.
Mamen can messages kakranian sorry so Suleiman Kwenu say Hajia, to be honest, we don't have food in our prisons to feed those Chinese because those dwarfs can eat proper.
Now you deport I shall want to was about now. I bet you are very and be fully good. I wish that you are at the same time. You be one of Chinese in the camp. Then I need a property. Oh, now you don't want to. Meanwhile, the Bakanya can the best and say, I get it when you call the crew. Not that you should call the village. Yeah, no, because I maybe I call maybe I would continue one year. It is a young free and one I'm saying, yes, I do. It doesn't make sense.
Nah, anyway, Kwame Obeko Sebibi, it's sad how far our country has retrogressed due to multi-party democracy. Yes. I wish I get to the case number. I want to help him in his sensitization.
Thank you, my brother.
Also, person
Fabuku to Hoba Omeji.
Number no more. Okay, now Kwame Obeko. So to the case number now on Saka book no dear Jana. Ubinya number no more French. I'll leave the book also. Or your reception home anytime I baby piano. I will ask her omobe demand ID card I bear with you nti e ya no ahye no so. Nana Edu call say baby please ask Odike why he sold contract and instead he will maintain it and okay, why did he sell the contract instead of maintaining the contract and employing Ghanaians? Because of selfishness and greed, he sold.
They say a part time.
And now raises
Kabum. Ghana for 9 years. They are comfortable for the day.
Suleiman Kwenu said, "Baby, please tell Uncle Odike that we are tired of such motivational ideologies. People like Kofi Wayo and them came and they came and gone. They came and they are gone. Even he has forgotten where is Kofi Wayo now, baby." For 8 years, he's been silent. Why?
I tell you, say, as someone can so.
Okay.
Now, let's go to show about Okoy.
Okay.
As soon as I'm that's okay. That's okay. And you know what? It doesn't make sense.
Emmanuel Nema will here United States of Kisema. I say, good afternoon, baby. I have lowered my radio set, yet still, yow, shouting is penetrating. Through my speakers, tell him to relax more. The rapping is too much. Emmanuel Jesse said, good morning, baby. How far is the Galamsey? Our journalist is our problem. Medium say, I'll continue discussing Galamsey. Kwabena Santi said, baby, please tell this man not to make please tell this man he's not making any sense. He's just shouting, referring to our earlier combo. Gilbert Fiano said, this is what happens when you bring a man like this to your studio. Next time, bring economist. We want to know how far President Mahama is taking us. We'll leave it here. My time or so. I could say the founder. Oda Sukura party ni mu.
Multi-party democracy. Okay. You chiwa de Ukraine say Africa.
They say the way Jai party.
I want to say buku. Tebo mbeke wobi. One former African Renaissance.
Okay.
Says we want Burkina Faso share this idea.
Wow.
Say the democracy move away from Western.
They say my friend say the akwese the propounder of the union government theory.
Perfect.
Okay, or advocate for union government.
Perfect.
Okay, me that say. Haji also better was say ene numre ene omo a wodi abegboa ye dwumade. Yenya on Thursday say wo de so wa he ya ye bi di mu komachiri. Odi kensu dem abona tena sente si ano no. Me di Bismark Brown me di Bismark Brown no betimi aframe me BB. Me show was produced by Joel Sanko and afi so Reynolds Yao Ajiman aka The Mask. Meda Abigail of the digital team no as say up next happy Kasiebo.
Ni ti hu ni say mu yi di yen e ma ye hu nkom e koso no and other stations na beka ye twa kura